Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Toontown. So, let me give you the rundown. Since last time I was playing off stream. I'm always playing Toontown off stream, honestly. At this point, it's kind of, when you have 200 hours logged on just Toontown streams, you do play it off stream too. I'm in too deep, if I'm being perfectly honest. But anyways, we completed all the tasks we had last time. All of these are stamp tasks, and let me break down how this is gonna go. Okay, now we are not ending this stream until all of those stamp tasks are done, because I have to go ahead and actually start working on skill points right after that, which the majority, if not all of which, I'm probably gonna do off stream, because I've said many times I don't really think the stamp tasks are even worth anything. How you doing, Rye? Welcome to the stream. But I don't think that the skill point tasks are really worth anything. The stamp tasks are kind of like the main task line, you know. So that's kind of what I try to focus on. Let's just go through all this. So no matter what happens, we're finishing all of these today. I don't care how long the stream is going. I don't care if it says do 20 field offices. We're doing it tonight. That being said, though, it has not escaped me of the possibility that when I turn all of these into whoever I'm supposed to talk to for them, that they might all be done. That possibility has not escaped me. I considered doing a very funny joke where it would just be, if I turn all of these in and they're all just done immediately without me doing anything, I was just going to end the stream. And I thought to myself, while that would be very funny, I don't know if that's the best call of, like, the thing to do, you know? So, I'm not gonna do that. Very tempting. I cannot tell you how much I actually wanted to. But I won't. I promise I won't. So what was I saying? So yeah, so if that happens, we're just gonna work on skill point tasks effectively. And that's where we're at. I don't really know how long I'm going today. Ideally, probably not too long if the tasks aren't, like, holding me hostage here. But we'll see, you know, you never know with these. Oh my god, I'm gonna spend half the stream just running to this building. Oh my god, I hate Minnie's Melody Land so much, dude. These streets are gonna be the death of me. But yeah, that's the plan for a day. Like I said, if we finish all these tasks early, and I've only been going for, like, no time at all, I'll definitely do some of the skill point tasks. Try to get maybe a couple field offices in there, or bosses, or anything really. I mean, the world is my oyster at this point. I haven't been grinding bosses as much as I should to get extra resources, because I've spent quite a lot in these field offices I've been doing as of late. But I still have enough resources that I can keep doing field offices pretty much without any sort of penalty to it. I kind of need to get some of these back, but that's not a huge deal. So I can literally do anything, whatever is required of me. You're gonna really make me do cog buildings, though? You're gonna really make me do cog buildings? That's actually one of the ones I didn't really want to do. It's not like a boss or a field officer. That's just gonna be me running to buildings and soloing them. That's what? No, but why you gotta do that to me, Toontown? Why cog building tasks? What have I done to deserve this, dude? Hey, Toontown guy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm having an existential crisis over here because I didn't think it would give me one of these. All right, so wait, oh geez, Ripley, hang on, whoa. Ripley, you think you can get away from me? I think this task is done. That task looks like it's done. Yep, all right, orange is done. All right, so that's one done right away. That bodes well. Let's see what else happens. Sent you the pack of the DMs if you want to check it out. Did you? I totally forgot about that, by the way. Are you sure? I don't see, the last message I got from you was last Friday, and it was a YouTube video. Or did I miss it? I'm not sure. I totally forgot about that, though. God, my memory is so terrible. Actually, it might not be done with this one. Okay. All right. Stop. What is this? Toontown, what are you doing to me? What is this garbage right here? All right. And then let's just go to anybody. And that's done too. Okay. Wow, this is a lot dumber than I thought it would be. This is gonna be a very anticlimactic one. Oh hey, 250 cogs. I like that challenge. That's gonna go well with everything. No, I don't want to do 7 foremans. No. Don't send me back there, Captain. I'm done. What am I looking at? Please, I just need a task that kind of goes with these. Like, cogs works. I'll take cogs. Cellbots. I need I'm gonna be doing cellbots. I mean, that's... I don't know if this is the best call, per se. Let me check the last guy. Before I get a little too ahead of myself. Let me check everybody here. I will talk to everyone in this HQ. Okay. You know what? Hey, that cellbot task ain't looking too bad. All right. So 250. That. I mean, I guess I start with a factory. It's not great on Discord. Oh, did you? Oh, you just sent it now. Okay. All right. Hey, let me actually see how I do this. I've never installed a pack on Toontown before. So give me a moment. This is gonna be new to me. Okay. So I'm gonna let that go. Oh, actually, it's going quick. Okay. I'm surprised. Normally, when I download stuff off of Google, it's like the slowest thing imaginable, and I don't know why most of the time. Like, it's, for some reason, it's just like, my Chrome just downloads everything at like a snail's pace. Okay. So let's see. Alright, so I have that. What am I supposed to do with it? Do I literally just, like, throw it in with the, like, just with my Toontown? You go to your game folder location, you can make a folder called resources and paste it in the pack. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over, to this, and I will sort that out right quick, okay? Here, let me just do that for right now. Okay. Now I gotta find the good old Toontown. Okay. And okay, so I have resources, and then what? I just yeet it in there. Is it really that easy? I mean, I guess I'm modding a game from 2001 effectively, so it's probably not too difficult, but you know. Greetings from somewhere in Delaware. Hey, Lycan, how you doing, fella? Doing aight? Second. Okay. When you're in the game, go to settings all the way down the video tab. It'll show you the packs. Okay. All right, so that's that. So let me just go there. Okay. Doing Gucci. Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. You're missing so much fun, Lycan. My tasks are do a factory and kill like 1,000,000 cogs in buildings. You know, that's kind of where we're at. Turn off the lights in my train car and the broken light just so happen to be mine, and it's on. So it's on, and I'm slowly dying. That's a big yikers. Okay, so let me swap back. Bang, bang, bong. While you're in your game, go to the settings and go all the way down to the video tab. Content packs. Oh! Wow, okay, that's actually really easy. So, okay, is it just on by default then? It's checked on. So is that just good? Okay, that's good. All right, don't need to do anything. Sick. All right, that's easy. That was, wow, that was insanely easy. You literally just throw it in and it's good to go. Okay. Now then. Let's see. Yeah, so I just gotta, all right. Yo, y'all ready to do a solo factory, fellas? This is gonna be something. Woo, buildings. I know, it's so exciting, dude. All right. I'm gonna just do the quick route on this one. I've soloed a factory enough times, honestly, by myself. Like, there's been a lot of late nights where when I was still actually working on my suit, there's just no groups up for anything. Like, the only consistent thing I see late at night is building groups, really. Sometimes even field offices, but it's usually just building groups at this point. So I've had to actually solo factories a couple of times. So this ain't gonna be too bad. The battle GUI got a recolor in this pack? Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. I'm down to see it. Speedrun, you won't. Nah, please, I need my 7s, dude. If field offices weren't a thing, I would absolutely speedrun, but my beautiful level 7 gags, okay? I need them. Oh, there's a new catalog too. I literally don't have the beans for. I have like this amount of beans plus maybe like 50 to 100 in my bank. Like I am flat broke on everything, dude. I can't afford nothing. Oh, hello, fellas. I'm gonna hit you with a sound. Bang. There you go. Bazinga. I'll catch you later. Oh God, this is just. Why? I wanted to do like a field office, but the tasks are specifically, they're sending me to buildings, dude. What have I done to deserve this punishment? I don't know. The cogs also have a recolor too. Yeah, I thought I noticed. It's like, it's kind of subtle. They look more like what's the word? Like almost like they have a gray filter on them a little bit. I thought for a second he looked different, but I'm not sure. Okay. And you just gotta zoop through this, dude, the classic way right here. You ever want to just get... I messed up. Really? I thought I'm bad. I'm bad, dude. I'm bad! Come on. Send the whole gang in here. I'll wait, dude. It's honestly, it's not that much of a time waste. I could just fog through these guys too. Ideally, you just walk through that without fighting anybody. That's actually the first time I did that and it didn't work. Go figure. FO after this? Yeah, I want to do, like, I want to do one FO today at some point. After I do this garbage. Why? But no, I want to do an FO because that's just that's the thing that keeps me alive, dude. That's the thing that keeps me going. And then once I actually get all of these tasks done, I get my sleuth badge, then I can actually start building up resources and getting ready for when they release the second part of the FO update, which I've said a million times. I really think it's gonna just be harder field offices. I think 4 or 5 star. That's my bet. There's room for 4 and 5 star remotes. There's room for like 4 and 5 star on like plenty of the signs and stuff that I've seen. Like you have the room for it. It's gonna happen. It has to, I believe, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could be anything. I mean, we know for sure that they're gonna be coming to TTC and Donald's Docks. Like we know the field offices are gonna be going there. That's a given, right? We just don't really know what else they're doing besides that. And also going with 140 laugh, but you know me, dude. I gotta get that laugh ratio. Oh God, all right, so that's that. Now, I can tank a lot of hits, you know, I have a ton of laugh. I've never had such horrible luck that I've had to actually drop higher tier gags when I've done a solo field office. But hey, there's a first time for everything, so, you know, I'm never going to discount my chances. There's always time for Toontown to cuck you in some way. How did that miss? All right, well, I'm just going to get hit by this. Or not. Or, I guess I'm immune to the spotlight. Say, good to know, dude. Okay, let's head over here. I might just, like, it's Cellbots, though, specifically. I mean, if there's, like, a good Cellbot invasion going, I might look for groups just on Toon HQ just to keep it a little bit more interesting, but otherwise, I'm probably just gonna be, like, just hitting as many buildings as I can. Bonus points if they're 8+, because I need 62. Oh, this is, I'm just so sad, dude. I'm just the sad boy today. Because this is absolute garbage right here. So, the big strats here is, right, I always like to lead off with a magnet, so I have 3 hypno goggles for the last 2 fights. That's my plan usually, because I always like to prepare for if one goggle misses. Sometimes I'll magnet both of these fights. If I'm really feeling like I'm having a bad day and goggle, like, just ain't gonna hit, I'll go harder on it. Double down on it, because I'd rather take damage to these guys than to, like, the line on the inside, because that's gonna hurt a little bit more than this. But if all goes well, it goes real quick and you don't gotta worry about a thing. And now we just kick back and relax. So how's everybody doing? We all doing good today, fellas? I'm doing pretty well myself. I had a bit of a busy week this week. And at one point, like, I didn't get a lot of sleep, pretty much from Monday until, like, actually, from Saturday last week until, like, today, no, yesterday, I guess. So I was just, like, I barely got any sleep. I was awake for, like, most of the day, and I'm a man that needs his beauty sleep, so I ended up catching up on sleep, and I slept, like, I went to bed at, like, God, I don't even know what time, but I woke up at like 7 p.m. I slept for like 14 hours, and I'm just like, I wake up like groggy, like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, I just woke up feeling like absolute dead, and then I had to recorrect my sleep again, and now I'm here. I've effectively taken like a 5-hour nap, and I'm doing fine again. I'm doing all right. I'm awake, I'm feeling better, but just I don't know about y'all, I need sleep to function. Like, I know people that can go a whole lot of time without, like, any sleep. Heck, one of my old professors would always tell a story about, like, when he was in university, he was also working a night shift job. This man, Monday to Friday, every week, did not sleep. He was just awake, doing school work the whole week, Monday to Friday, and he would sleep on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, no, that sounds absolutely horrible. I'm gonna be real with you. That sounds like not a fun time at all. Like, I can stay awake for a good amount of time, usually. Like, if I'm doing something, if I'm, like, engaged in doing something, I can stay awake. But I also, like, if I go even a few days without, like, proper sleep or, like, good sleep, it will be extremely apparent. At least to me, it'll be extremely apparent. Like, I'll really feel like everything I do, like, I'll feel like a change in my reactions. I'll feel a change in, like, how I think about things, my speech. Like, it hits me everywhere. Like, I know when I don't get good enough sleep, because it affects every aspect of me. But then I see some of these people out here where it's like, oh yeah, I got like 3 hours of sleep last week, and I'm like, nah, okay, yeah, y'all built different, okay? I can't do that. I love sleep, man. It's maybe like one of my favorite activities. Because I always have interesting dreams. I used to have a ton of nightmares as a kid. Heck, I have a theory that I legitimately think kids, or at least me in particular, I can't speak for all kids, but like, I legitimately had a lot of nightmares as a kid, and I had a lot of, like, I saw things as a kid, like schizophrenia level. Like, I would see things happening and it would scare me. Like, one thing that I still do, that I started doing when I was a kid, was I always like to have the door to my bedroom closed when I'm sleeping. I mean, it's good for its, like, security, I guess, but more so than that, when I was really young, like, my mom would always leave my door cracked when she's like told me to go to bed, and I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't really mind at first, but if I couldn't sleep at night, I would just kind of sit there in bed, like lying awake, and I would look out the door, and I could see, like, I had this white railing, because it was a 2-story house, and I had this white railing that I could very clearly see just right outside the doorway. Like, yeah, it's dark, but you can still see something, you know, it's not that dark. I even had like a night light on in my room just because I had night terrors so much. And so many times, I'm not kidding, so many times I would see like shadows pass by there. No one else is in the house. I have dogs that are downstairs locked behind a gate so they can't get upstairs. My parents are in their bedroom. I can hear them. The walls are thin. Like, I know that they're there. There's creaking coming over there. I might hear them talking sometimes. I know they're there. And I would legitimately see, like, figures and stuff pass through there. And it scared the hell out of me as a kid, dude. And that, like, wasn't even all of it, too. I had so many different things where it was, like... There was, at one point, There's no group for VP right now, really? I'm just gonna find one. There we go. I was laying in my bed, just trying to sleep. And I think I, like, woke up in the middle of the night or something. It wasn't sleep paralysis or anything like that, but it was just, I just woke up because I had, like, a nightmare, and I'm like, okay. The trick to, like, if you have a nightmare, how to deal with it is you just want to, like, wake yourself up, stay awake for, like, a couple of minutes, and then go back to sleep, like, let your mind reset. And I figured that out as a kid, hilariously. You know, when you have nightmares a lot, you gotta figure out how to deal with them. And I was doing that. And in the process of doing that, I look over to my right where my dresser is, and I don't know how to describe what I saw exactly, but it was literally like two pairs, or not two pairs, but a pair of like big like eyes, like circular, bright white eyes sticking out from behind my dresser, and the eyes are like doing this, like looking left and right nonstop. Scared the hell out of me as a kid. I hid under the covers, dog. I didn't come out till like a couple hours later, and then they were gone. Like, I had horrible, like, it was like hallucination level, like, I don't know what's going on with me kind of things, which I think might just be common in kids, because like things like kids having nightmares or the monster under the bed, things like that. It's like common things that you see in children. So I think that just could be the result of, like, you know, your brain developing and just, you know, growing up and things like that. But my God, that was absolutely terrifying to me. Like, if I'm an adult, right? I'm a full grown ass man right now. If I ever wake up and I see some bullshit like that in the corner of my room, dog, I'm out. Like, you know, I'm dipping. I want no part of anything that's going on there, okay? Either that, I'm gonna run up and punch it. I don't really know. I'll figure that out on the fly. Amtrak Wi-Fi won't let me log on to Toontown. Sounds like you're getting ratioed, my boy. Certified bro moment. Yeah, dude, it's... Like I said, I can't really, like, I remember it so vividly. Because, like, the way my memories go, I suck at remembering most things, but there are plenty of, like, very weird specific things that I can remember with, like, perfect clarity. Those are some of the things that I remember. I even remember some of the night terrors that I had when I was younger. It's so vivid in my brain. But, like, it was some stuff like that that freaked me out. One time, I swear I saw, like, this was before I played, like, Elder Scrolls. I saw, like, a lizard dude outside, like, almost Argonian level-esque, like, lizard dude, basically just pop by my room, look in, and walk away. I'm not kidding, dude. I know I sound crazy, but it was ridiculous. So I really do think, like, kids are scared of that stuff, because I think kids legitimately do just see stuff. I think it's just part of your brain developing, dude. But at least for me, those were the things I very specifically remember. It's scary, dog, okay? It's a little spooky. Oh, we had someone to leave? Alright, that's chill, I guess. No big deal, dude. These are actually some new people, too. I guess we did have a lot of new people going in the elevator. What do you got? Full throw, that's good at least. He's fine. No biggie. So full throw and no sound. This is gonna be interesting. So yeah, we're not gonna really be able to sound anything with that. We have Auga plus whatever I use. Okay. I mean, I do have my doodle scratched up, so we have that going for us at least. 6 is, they have 56 health. That and an Auga doesn't kill them necessarily. I'll just do this, and hopefully he just hits the other 6. Or that's fine too, honestly. Telemarketer ain't gonna do too much. I might be overcompensating on the damage a little bit, but I want to make sure that, like, they die. Because they can't really take much damage at all without being healed. Well, this guy can. This guy actually has decent health, but the other one's 42. It's a little spooky. That is like 2 attacks from a high level and you're dead, so gonna try to be careful here. Ideally, don't want to use Unites if I don't have to. Okay, they attacked that one. That's a little bit fun. That's better. They're damaged, but shouldn't matter. I mean, honestly, we just do it again. We just do it again. This guy can squirt the 6. Or tune up, it doesn't, either or. Okay, that should kill everything, I think. Yeah, perfect, yeah. Okay, we're getting lucky with the levels at least, that's nice. Hopefully we just don't see another another couple 12s come out of there. Hopefully the other side gets the 12s. I think the other side's doing fine. Yeah, they got the 12s. Oh, we got a 12 though too. Okay. Yeah, in that case, Mans has got to get the dynamite. There's no other way to do that. No. We ain't sounding into a 12, my friend. That's a little scary. That's a little scary, spooky. $5 bill is okay. Not bad. Perfect. Perfect, dude. I love it when a plan comes together. This is honestly a time where the organic trap, I think, really comes into play. When you don't have a lot of, like, really easy ways to just get rid of a 12, like, that is just, like, just throw that out there, let it do its job. If we're done here, I can probably just heal this guy up to full before we go to the next phase. We should be about done by this point. I think the other side's killed quite a few. I actually haven't heard them sound in a while, but fine. Yeah, no, yeah, just stack all the damage on this guy. That's perfect, dude. 1 pixie dust and we're out of here. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna eat the 9, but I'll just heal, so it doesn't really matter. Like, this kills the 5. The cream is not going to be enough damage to the 9. Pretty close, though. Okay. And then I'm just gonna... Oh, Lamau. It's okay. You get the double. Hey, I missed, so it works out perfectly, dude. It works out perfect. See, I knew I was gonna miss, but I was just helping him out in case he also missed. You see? You got to think ahead, fellas. It's big brain time. Okay, and there we go. VPs are always a nice chill thing to do. It's also great that I have something to do before I get sent to building hell. Because I really, you know, I don't want to do more buildings, but you know, it do be that way. So what do we actually got here? Oh, 126, 110. Oh yeah, we are actually chilling. Are they the only small ones? Yeah, they're the only small boys. Okay. Yeah, no, this is Dungeon Rings, fellas. It'd actually be fun if I could do a VP with like a bunch of new people, because you never see it anymore. Like you always see like at least a few like big boys in there, but like I don't think I've ever run to a VP where we had more than maybe like 3 people that didn't have like max gags, or max gags that at least matter, and like, you know, 100 laugh or something. Most of the time, like, you never really see like 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s in VPs. It's fun to do. That's one of the things I remember like very clearly from TTO. Like, when you go into a VP, or at least when I was playing, you walk into a VP, it could very much go like one way or the other, like what you're gonna end up getting, you know? Like, you might walk in there and everyone dies. Like, I think I was doing it around 60 laugh. I don't remember what my gags were. They weren't good. I'll say that. They weren't good gags. But I would walk in there with, you know, whatever my, like, 60-something laugh. And sometimes we'd have a couple 100 laughs in there. We'd blaze through it, no problem. Sometimes we had my laugh or lower with around my gags, and we would die horribly. Do an FO, give yourself a break before the storm? Maybe. I might. Well, you know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'll start buildings, and then I'll probably break in between to do an FO. So I'm not just, like, in building hell for the entire stream. You gotta go 3. I think that's what I'll probably do. The greatest part of going 135 and staring out the window is seeing how fast the countryside flies by. And then a train going the opposite direction, but just as fast, absolutely jump scares you. Dude, you gotta put your hand out the window, high five the other train as it's going by, you know? Okay, I mean, we're just basically fogging through like all of this. No reason to save. I mean, I guess you could save if you don't want to like waste it to kill 1 extra 11, but it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't really make a difference one way or the other. We're probably gonna have to lure regardless. At least this way we can save some health. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan, Toontown guy. I know I got the pack for it. I promise I will see it, but like, I think I'm gonna get started on the buildings. Once I feel the sweet release of death coming on, then I'll probably do like an FO to wake myself up, and then we'll go back to buildings. So it's kind of like split up a little bit. That works. After you. Not what I expected, but alright. Helps the war hit, I guess. Or not, I mean, sure, dude. What? That's rough. That's rough, Chief. That's really, dude, did I actually just miss a tune-up accuracy goggles and then he missed a geyser? Yo, are we cursed out here? What just happened? You know what, fam? Don't worry, I got it from here. I'll do it. I'll do it myself. What was that, dude? God. You know how bus drivers honk their horns at each other when they pass? Do you think train operators do that too? I mean, I feel like if they did, they'd probably go deaf halfway through. Like, trains are loud, man. There we go, that works. Send these boys out of here, dude. I ain't dealing. I ain't about to deal with this. Get them out. We'll probably get more coming out too, because it looks like they had a few on their side. Yeah, they're still going over there. No, we're done. Okay, well, sorry, Gary. No heal for you, I guess. That's just what's happening, Gary. I'm sorry to say, buddy. You're not getting a juicy heal. You got it, fellas. I believe in y'all. All right, Mans is dead. Sweet dreams, Hollywood. Oh, I thought they would be like thrown with cake. That still works. I was expecting like a cake and then like a cream fruit from those guys, but that, yeah, you know, whatever works, dude. Who do we have again? I completely forgot what our SOS was. Hold on, I gotta bring out my cheat sheet if I don't recognize him. Who is this? Clerk Will? Is that Trap? That is Trap, 3-star Trap. Man, whatever, dude. It's whatever, it's alright, I guess. Probably no actual use is gonna come out of this. It does 60 damage. That's a yikes for it. Okay, well, I mean, this is not a great one. 3-star Trap. Yeah, I don't. I was trying to give Will some credit. I didn't realize 3-star Trap literally did 60 damage. I mean, like, I don't really know where that's gonna come into play. Mans does as much as if, like, it's effectively, I threw a cream pie at everybody in a line. Like, it's not bad, but, like, what instance am I gonna use that? You know, maybe if, like, a line of 6s come up or something, I can send those boys to God, but, like, I don't really know if you would ever use a Clerk Will. I wonder how many I have, actually. Thoughts for another time. Hey, you know what, dude? If the opportunity arises, I'll break out a Clerk Will. You know, Clerk Will has to get a little bit of use, dude. It's legit a Lord Cream Pie Nullcox. It would, yeah, it's just, well, unless you're organic. I mean, if you're organic, then you do like a little bit extra, but you know. Yeah, that's, 60 damage. Oh my god, dude, that is actually like, I legitimately can't see a time where you can get off like a good Clerk Will. Like, it's the only time is you use it on a line of 6s if you don't want to spend the time cream pieing all the 6s. That is the only actual time I can think to use that. Oh man. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Come on, fellas, I believe in you. Get that stun. I'm just back here doing some air support. Don't make me come up there. I will walk up there. There, yeah, you got it. Okay. Gary is getting close to death. All right, let me. Okay, they're getting it now. Granted, they're back stunning, but you know, I'll be in the front just in case Mr. Mouse misses. No, we're okay, we're going. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wow, he just jumped back. Alright, later. I think that's gonna be another stamp, honestly. Not bad though. How much does 4-star Trap do? 120. Yeah, 120. It's actually kind of interesting. Like, I made a cheat sheet so I could keep track of like who all of the SOS tunes are and what they do. So Tune Up and Trap have the exact same values across all stars, right? So like 3-star Trap and Tune Up do 60, 4-star Trap and Tune Up do 120, and then 5-star do 180. Fun little tidbit there. And Drop is kind of the same. Like, the upper values of Trap and Drop are equal to their gag counterparts. The difference is it hits everybody. So, like, you know, with Clara, when you TNT everybody, that's a line of 180. With Bessie, when you piano everybody, that's a line of 170. Sound is different, though, and I understand why. Because Sound already hits everything, so they added extra damage onto it. So, like, a 4-star Sound is basically the equivalent of an organic fog. And a 5-star Sound is 75 damage, which is, that is 1.5 fogs. It's pretty good. like, Mozart is kind of balling out here. The tunes hit, cogs miss, just kind of, like, the accuracies are the same for those. But the difference is they just go up in rounds, like 3 stars, 2 rounds, 4 stars, 3 rounds, 5 stars, 4 rounds. With the restock, I actually found out something fun about this. I know the exact counts on the restocks. Like, if you're doing a gag specific one, you get your 12 highest gags for that gag track. If you're doing restock all, you get 45 of your highest gags, which is pretty insane if you were like in a prolonged fight. Like, Pete is kind of crazy, dog, not gonna lie. But I created a cheat sheet for all this stuff just because, like, I wanted to have the values there so I knew exactly what everyone did so I could use in any situation. And also, because I made one mistake one time about what an SOS tune did while I was going into a VP. Never said it out loud so the people don't know, but I know. So I was like, hey, I'm making this chart so I'm never gonna get an SOS tune wrong again, because I thought they were different, because in TTO, the 3-star, I think it was the 3-star, God, who was it now? Soggy Bottom. So in TTO, Soggy Bottom was a 4-star tunes hit. In TTR, he's a 3-star tunes hit. And I got those confused, and I thought in my head, I'm like, isn't that a 4-star? And then I look it up unknowingly going to a TTO wiki. It says he's a 4-star there, but like someone was saying he's a 3-star, and I'm like, no, right? So you know what? In my effort to never be wrong again, I made this the handy little chart. I called it "Sci-Fi is Never Miss SOS Cheat Sheet." Yeah, you know, I'm a little crazy sometimes. I don't really know how else to describe it. I'm a little mental in the head, dude. But you know what? Hey, it's useful. It's useful, and it's gonna help me. I also made, this isn't like a formal chart, but like in my DMs with Lycan, I have a lot of just general information just pinned. Like there's the HP of all like different levels of cog. I made one that is the upper like echelon of damage that boilers can deal when they're not fired, and when they're fired and people are also burned. Like, I basically just have charts for everything. I was now bear with me on this one. I was also thinking about doing another chart for individual cog damages, specifically for Cellbot, because that's the most relevant one, of like what each cog's highest damage output is for their like highest damage attack. I haven't gotten there yet, but I will get there at some point, and boy oh boy, like with all these charts, dude, I could really help out the wiki people. I'm telling you right now. Okay, hang on. There is no Cellbot invasions. What? Okay, all right, no, that's chill. I'll do it myself, I guess. Let's go somewhere quiet, like let's go Zoink Falls. I can't believe it. Do up to level 20s? Well, I was gonna do it up to like the highest level that cog. Actually, everyone could go up to level 20. I guess I could, yeah, just do it up to level 20s. But yeah, that's the idea. Just cogs and how much damage their highest attack deals at all levels. I have to get the information for that first, and you know, actually spend time making the charts. But that is a thing I'm going to do. Is it a bit much? Absolutely. Am I still gonna do it? Yeah, I'm 100% probably. I don't feel like it right now. I'll probably do it like maybe before the next update comes out or something. But even then, I don't know. Then it might be like, then it might be outdated. But I don't know yet. All right. Let's see. These are garbage. Please. Okay, like cogs. If I get cogs, if I get Cellbots, if I get cogs in buildings, any of these things work. No, I'm not Toon HQing for all this stuff, dude. I'm just not. Like, that just ain't gonna happen, alright? 8 pluses. Is this really the best I got? I'm like level locked. I mean, I guess I already have 8 pluses. Okay. I have an idea. Hang on. How many telemarketers was that? 25 and or 15 Hollywoods. All right. I don't think I have an invasion for Hollywoods. I have nothing for Hollywoods. Okay. I don't have invade. I hate this game, dude. You see what they have to do when fired up? Oh yeah, because they can attack those too. Oh god, the more I think about this, the more I think I probably shouldn't make a chart for, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, because they get the damage boost. Oh god, dude. That's gonna be something to make. All right, no, so I can't do that. There's still, oh wait, oh there's glide handers. Oh thank god there's glide handers. Okay, they're not high levels though, so I'm kind of doomed no matter what. 288 pluses is so much, dude. I'm gonna, no, I don't know. I'll just grab the 8 pluses, because if I go into field office, pretty much everything is gonna meet that prereq. All right, there's a small glide hander invasion. We're going. I need cellbot. I don't care what kind of cellbots y'all got. Just give them to me. I'll summon my own invasions if need be. But you know, I'm taking what I can get out here. Let's do Burr. I find that in invasions, most people go to Dreamland to do stuff. So if you go to Burr, usually there's a little bit more available. Like you can still get buildings like of similar types. You know, that being 5-star, basically. Some of the harder buildings. Because Dreamland, I don't want to fight for it, dude. There's going to be, like, everyone's going to be trying for Dreamland buildings and invasions. That's what I did when I was training, so I get it. Right there. See? Look at that. Look how easy it is. It's just that simple, fellas. Alright, y'all ready to sew a 5-star Glad-Hander building? I have my doodle scratched up to max. I'm not too worried. I want to try to not use resources in this. What's the upper level for Glad-Handers? Is it 7? God, 7's a weird level. It's 8. That's still kind of a weird level. P.S. Fired up also increases 10% every time it happens. Does it? Wait, just for the cogs, I'm assuming, right? Because like the fired up on itself, I imagine would stay the same. Is that really how it works now? I actually had no idea. I never paid attention to it. Although to be fair, you kill most of the cogs before it ever ends up mattering anyways. Check the wiki. Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to read up on that because I did not know that was a thing. That's interesting though. Like I said though, most of the time it shouldn't really matter because like, you know, you're trying to kill all the cogs kind of before you get to that point. So, ideally, you shouldn't be getting hit at all. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do with it. Because with that, then, that's going to make it so obnoxious to chart out the damage numbers. I might just do it for the base cog and then, like, 139 damage shift. I cry every time, dude. Okay, I think how I would do it is, I don't think I would actually include the offense, because, here's my reasoning for it. It shouldn't happen. It should, like, the damage numbers that they get for Boiler shouldn't really be applicable unless they specifically get buffed with it, like, actually, can you get, I think they can get buffed within defense phase, I'm not entirely sure, but, like, most of the time, those numbers shouldn't matter. I think if you have the base numbers, and you really need the percentages, you could at that point do the math yourself because you actually have the numbers. But I think as long as I get the base numbers for each of the cogs, for each of the levels, I think we're in business. Defense again, yeah. Okay, so for defense that doesn't matter then. Okay, so yeah, I think then if I'm gonna make a chart for it, I would just do it for just the base damage for each of the levels. For specifically just their highest damage attack, because that's the only one that matters. Like, I don't really keep track of the lower damage attacks because that won't matter as much. As long as you have more health than their highest damage, they cannot kill you. That's like how I did with Boiler. Like, I never tune up somebody unless they fall below the maximum threshold, because then there is a chance that the Boiler can kill them. Not guaranteed, but a chance. And the goal is you want to avoid using tune-up unites. That's the grand goal of this. So I think I would just do for base damage. Because then at least it's like... I feel like it's more applicable, because then you can use it even when you're not on Boiler, just to see like, hey, can we tank this round and be okay, you know? Like, worst case scenario, are we able to tank this round? So I think that's probably how I would do it. And then, if someone needs to account for the extra damage, they can do that themselves. You know, y'all got calculators, don't you? This is a pretty chill building so far. They're just sending one at a time to me, though I expect the top floor is going to be chock full of people. I am out of bills, though, so... You're gonna have to get the magnet, big boy. 4th floor, if I only have one, I might use a doodle and then just do a little bit of healing before I get to the 5th. I don't think I'll need it, but just in case. God, it's like I'm trap training, dude. Is this what solo trap training feels like? You're just walking through an invasion building and then you just trap, eat the damage, and then kill them. I mean, actually, it'd be worse because I guess with trap training, you wouldn't even really kill them. Oh, hey, fellas. That's quite a few of y'all. I don't want to tank you boys. 8 is such a weird number. I mean, I kill with trapdoors, yes, but the best way to really kill is just with clouds, so... I don't know if I should pop all my clouds right now. I'll probably just pop 2 clouds, maybe try to save one, because he has 100 health, I can do 60. It's 2 creams to kill. Okay, I'll just tank a hit then, that's fine. I have to kind of ration out my health here. Dude, you know what? I'm an idiot, dude. I should have just used Clark Will, dude. 60 damage across the board, then there's just 1 cream pie apiece. What am I thinking, man? Oh, man. Unoptimal play. Unbelievable. Actually, do I want to start healing with you? I guess I could. No, I'm gonna need all the lore I can get, because I still have 2 floors. And the last floor could be a ton of dudes. So I'll do that. My dad did his first 2-star field office last Thursday, and a mingler promoted to level 18. Oh, God. He would have died if they did not use the Unite after the cubes did less than a megaphone. Dude, oh my God. Like, that was my favorite thing when I realized how field offices worked. I'm like, I want to see how much a mingler paradigm shift can do. And the upper... That's scary. The upper echelon of minglers is terrifying, dude. Just like this room. 2 fogs kills everything, but I can't realistically tank that. Because that's gonna kill me. So... we're gonna be using some stuff here, fellas. Like, I am gonna have to probably heal during this. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use 2 cakes. Or should I only use 1 cake? It means taking an extra hit. I'm gonna lose lore on him. Okay. That was a floor right there. That was an absolute floor right there. And then we're just gonna do this. I really wish I brought more lore at this point, but that's... Hey, that one's kind of on me. Yikes, that's a scary hit, too. Okay. I need this to hit, please. Perfect. I can't waste lures right now. And I gotta bring in Harmony. I'm gonna go for Begs, I think. That's a good middle ground. I could go for Play Dead. No, Beg. 80% I think is safer. Okay, that's one. Just trying to get back a little bit of health before I go to the next one. They do 20 for their highest. Wait, what does? I guess I'll go one more big. I could have went a little bit higher there, but it's still like I've had horrible luck with Play Dead. It's 3% higher accuracy than a cane. Does one less than a cane, but like I can't for the life of me hit it. And then he has. Will this kill? That does 45. This kills. Save the cream. Okay. I mean, this works out because I need level 8+ cogs. So, Gladhander Invasion actually ain't a bad thing right now. There's also a name dropper. Gladhander, unfortunately, is only going to last for like 20 more minutes. The name dropper, on the other hand, that's a long invasion. That's an hour 14, dude. Name dropper invasion is where we might be going next. Not going to get my level 8s, but they're going to be 6? Is it 6 for name dropper? Might be 7. I'm so bad with levels. I think I just tank them. There might be 4 coming out of that elevator, so I think I just straight up tank this and just, with reckless abandon, just doesn't matter. If one comes out of the elevator, I'll wait for him and then kill all of these, let the other one hit me, and then he'll be good to go. Can y'all all not hit me with 20s the whole way through? Please? Better, I guess? Oh, yeah, it's gonna do a number to me, dude. If there was ever a time for sound to not miss, it would be about now-ish, I would think. I'll let him come out. And then this kills the line. He's gonna live with 50 health. And then I'll just fog him again next turn. Saves a war in case a ton more come out. I'm not gonna let more come in though. If more come out of that elevator, I have to kill this one. That's an alley right there. That's a fat alley. He can't kill me, though. Perfect. That's hella chill, honestly. Oh, you were saying for Gladhanders. I'm stupid. Yeah, no, yeah. One more. All right. I mean, I'm just gonna send you to God, like. We're done here, alright? I ain't doing no more. This was a lot of Gladhanders. And there we go. Not bad. A little bit close, a little bit closer than I was hoping it would be, but we got it, you know? 12 keys, alright, that ain't bad. 12 of 88, dude. Oh my god, end me. What is this that I'm doing right now? What is this world that I'm living in? Yo, it's okay, dog. I'm gonna walk up in the gag shop, and they're just gonna think like, that I just came out of a field office or something. They don't know. They don't know that I came out of a Gladhander building. To be fair, this is like not the super ideal person to fight for an invasion, because Gladhanders have a pretty crazy single target. Like, I think, like, for like, the level that they actually are in comparison to other things, like, 'cause they're not, like, a terribly high level. Like, yeah, they're a 4th level. These boys got some real nasty single targets, though. You're thinking they're, like, a boss spot with how hard they're hitting. They hit as hard, actually, as, like, some level 12 boss spots, dude. Like, I've always said and maintained cell bots are the absolute most dangerous thing in this game. Prior to the FOs coming out, I was just like, if you ever had a harder cell bots, like if the VP was actually scaled to like endgame, it might be a little bit more of a threat because cell bots hit harder than most things do. I'm actually not gonna have time for the Gladhander because That jumped down from 19 minutes to 10, so I'm going to have to switch to Name Dropper after this. But, like, I knew with the Cellbot field offices, they were going to be fun because I don't think anything is as dangerous as Cellbots are. Cashbots and Wobbots can do some stuff, but there's not really, like, a lot of unique things I can think of that they do. Like, BossBot's specialty is single target, and even then, their single target isn't, like, insane. I personally think that boss bots in particular need a buff because they're single targets. Like, they're known for doing single targets. They're higher levels, but their single targets do like 24 or 26, which is, 4 to 6 more damage than a level 8 Gladhander does. So, unless there's like a better scaling to them that I just don't know about, I legitimately think boss bots just need a buff. Cashbots and Wobbots, I don't really know. I couldn't actually tell you what, like, Cashbot and Wobbot specialties are. Like, I mean, they do damage. I don't know what they do better than the other cogs, but they do damage. I'm just gonna go to a playground, get the rest. Like, they both have a decent amount of, like, AoE, single target, but I don't really know what they end up kind of doing better. For me, it's just BossBot is the single target. Cellbot is like the AoE. Cashbot and Wobbots are kind of just in the middle. They do things, but they're not really as standout as the other ones. Non-Cellbots can't do 25 plus damage. It's capped at 24. Is it 24? I thought that was a 26 in there somewhere. But either way, you get what I'm saying, right? That makes it even worse than, honestly, that a level 12 highest rank boss bot does 4 more damage than a level 8 rank 4 Cellbot does. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, that should not be that way. Like, I don't know, like, why did they just do slightly more? It's so sad, dude. So I don't know how Cashbots and Wobbots go into the equation. Like I said, I kind of don't know as much about them. I mean, I fought a million of them, don't get me wrong, but I don't know as much about, like, all their moves off the top of my head like I do with Cellbots and BossBots, but I think like Cellbots should be very focused on, like, AoE damage. I feel like that's more of a Cellbot thing, and BossBots focus more on single target because it's more of a BossBot thing. And I don't know what we could do for Wobbots and Cashbots without, like, some kind of just, like, overhaul of their abilities altogether. I do think each cog type should at least have, like, some sort of distinctive ability with, like, how they fight, But I definitely think Cellbots are perfect. It's just the other cogs need to be better. Like, I don't think, I'm not saying nerf Cellbots, I'm saying make the other cogs as good as Cellbots are, but in their own way, right? Like, I don't want every cog to just be AoE machines because it makes all cogs feel exactly the same. So I think if they each have their own specialty, that might be cool. I legitimately don't know what you would do with Cashbots and Wobbots unless you were to just give them entirely new attacks that function differently than, like, attacks we've seen in Toontown already, That's a 3-star. That's a 4-star. I think I get another 5-star here. It's a good chance. They're level 7, which is another weird level. 8, 9, they have 72 HP. I can kill in a cream and, like, a seltzer. That's not bad, honestly. And I don't think name droppers are nearly as dangerous. But yeah, like, it'd be cool to see, like, maybe you might have Wobbots or Cashbots with attacks that, like, maybe do a lot of damage to, like, 2 tunes or 3 tunes or something like that. Or maybe, like, Cashbots, a fun thing you do for them is, like, you might have an attack that might, like, scale, or not scale, but, like, vary wildly in terms of damage. Like, they might throw out a thing that could do, like, 2 damage or, like, 40 damage. Like, it's just completely random, like, a randomness aspect to it, Like, and Wobbots might have, like, weird sort of attacks that target 2 or 3 people or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm just pitching ideas at this point, but you kind of get what I'm saying, right? Like, I feel like they each need to have their own unique aspect to them, because right now, only really Cellbots and BossBots have that, and BossBots to, like, not even a degree that's noticeable. So that's just, like, my opinion, man, but I think that would be cool to see. Whether or not they're actually gonna do it, I don't know. the team might explore that when they actually start getting around to doing like field offices or whatever the equivalent is for the other cogs. I would imagine it'd be field offices. I mean, this doesn't necessarily mean that all the cogs will get field offices, but all of the HQs have sewers. So, I mean, I think it was at least, they're going to be planning on putting like the secret like Cellbot-esque base in all of the HQs eventually. But I don't know what that would translate into in terms of like end game content. It could be field offices or it could be something else. I have no real idea. I might just sound through this, honestly. They have 72. If I had organic sound, I could kill in like a fog and a trunk, but I don't. Is this worth 2? I'll just do 2 fogs, whatever, dude. I'm just not gonna think about it. Pain, whatever. But yeah, I think that'd be a fun thing that maybe they could explore when they actually get to the other cogs. Like, I know they're not going to do entire redesigns and crazy stuff like Clash is doing, because they don't really need to be honest. They're trying to keep more of like the Toontown like aesthetic and just, I'm trying to like the original like soul and design of the game in there, right? Like they don't want to change things too crazy, but they have made some changes that I think are definitely for the better. And they don't seem to be averse to balance changes, and I think that would actually be like a pretty important balance change to do. And it would also just make things more interesting. It would mean that you have certain expectations when going up against different kinds of cogs, as opposed to like, well, the cell bots are scary, the other ones are kind of just all right. Like, you know, like I think like every high rate cog has power trip, which is just the exact same like AoE move. I might be wrong on that, but they all have at least a basic AoE that does roughly the same as all of the other ones. The only standout one is the Mingler that I can think of. God, there's no easy way to do this, dude. All right, just come here. Or don't, or stay there. Hey, don't let me tell y'all what to do. God, this is so much nicer than the Glad-handers. Instead of doing 20 a hit, they do 8 or 14, which is still less. I think 14 might be their upper echelon. Oh, the AoE. Yeah. AoE, actually, that doesn't do that bad of damage. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to bring y'all up. Alright. I'm gonna have to bring y'all up. So, bang. You're out of here. I'm gonna hit this one with a bang and they're gonna be out of there. And I'm gonna have an extra turn to do a doodle and then I can hit. I'm not gonna go for like high doodle tricks. I think doodles are insanely good because while they don't do more single target healing than like the tune-up gags, when it comes to like Kane or something, they like at Beg it already does more, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's like, cause Kane does 45 because you're hitting 3 people with it. Beg does 48 because you're hitting yourself with it as well. And it has a higher accuracy. I love doodles, dude. This was such a good investment to do. Granted, it took literally, I'm not kidding, non-stop, wake up, computer, doodle training, turn off bed. It took an entire week to train everything besides Play Dead with double XP. It was impossible, dude. Oh my god, doodle training was a nightmare. But realistically, I think if you're interested in doodle training, the only real ones I think are like gonna be worth it are Jump, Beg, Play Dead. You could go maybe a little bit higher than that, but at that point you start losing accuracy for just like slightly more tune-up. It's basically just 2 extra pieces you go on. But just those first 3, I use those so often in field offices, dude. Like, I use Beg all day long, dude. All day long. I wish there was just one. That'd make my life a little bit easier. Here's what I'm gonna do. I have an idea. So I'm gonna kill one of these. I'm gonna have to tank a hit because I don't have a lot of... Actually, no, I can cloud this one. I have one more cloud. We'll do that. I'll cloud this one. And then I'm gonna basically just drag as much health as I can off my doodle. After this building, I'm gonna have to go back and scratch her, though. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is this what we're doing? Okay, all right. I see what's happening here. All right, I'm gonna have to tank these two then. It do be that way sometimes. Try my hardest not to use resources, but these are quite a few name droppers. If it was level 6, I could actually kill efficiently, but level 7 is just a little bit beyond what I can do. Ow, please don't hit me with the big attacks. I don't like them. I don't like the big attacks. Oh God, again. Owie. I probably shouldn't use goggles here. But if I miss, I'm gonna have to unite, so I'm gonna use goggles here. And then we're gonna send... They've taken 50. They have 72, so this just kills. And then I'm gonna use Doodle for the rest of the time that this person is like this, and heck, I might even re-lure them back to keep healing. Or not. Or I won't do any of that. I'll just kill you, and then I'll do it to that guy. All right, sure. This is what's happening now. This is a heck of a 4th floor, man. I was not ready for this. Okay, at least I got 1 now, so I can work with 1. 1 I can do. All right, let me heal, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Gonna be doing a lot of begs. We're gonna be doing a lot of begging out here. Thank you, Harmony. You are the real goat out here. So good. Okay. I'm just gonna be doing that as much as humanly possible. Basically, until she gets like a negative attribute, which is gonna take quite a few of those to get there, honestly. If she misses, I don't really think it affects her stamina too much, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm just gonna beg all day long. Heck, I'm probably just gonna re-lure at some point too. With 1 turn left, I'll hit and then re-lure and do this a couple more times. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, see? Doodles, dude. Great for soloing. Great for soloing. This is wonderful. Lure and Doodles are your absolute best friend when you're soloing. Okay. And then this will do 45. I can actually just do 2 hoses instead. If I really want to. There you go. I'm going to... Well, there goes 1 bag. I'm going to just use another $10 bill. Perfect. And we're going to go right back to using Doodles. All day long, dude. All day long. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Harmony has, like, reverse performance anxiety. She performs worse when I'm not streaming and better when I'm streaming. That's the secret to where her power comes from, and I've just come to accept it at this point. Like, look at this, dude. I haven't missed a bag. 87% chance, mind you, but I mean, we've all been there when sound misses a few times in a row, so y'all know what accuracy can be like in this game. To play it safe, 85 to 83. Is there a difference? I don't think so. I'll just do jump. I'll just do jump to kind of make sure that I get this. Perfect. Play that one like extra safe there. And then we can send him off. You did your part, name dropper. I've kept you here long enough. I'll catch you later, fam. And there we go. So we went up from about 20-something laugh to 83 with that. It really is just about you want to just absolutely abuse lore. She's still neutral. She's still neutral too, dude. It's easy. It's just that easy. I've got 1 goggle left. And if there's 4 up here and this goggle misses, it's bad news. Just 1. Okay. So let's make it easy for myself. Bang. And then I imagine 4 walk out of the elevator. Because that's just what's going to be happening. Exactly what I expected. Alrighty. Well, let's figure it out. So, bring them up. Funnily enough, Mozart would just kill the line. But I really don't want to spend a Mozart on this, so we're not. I should have enough to tank, depending on how many come out of that elevator. So those 2 dead. And then this is where I'm gonna have to start tanking. So you first. That's the 14, that's the alley. And then again. And then we come to the last one. They're gonna unlure, but I mean. Okay, that misses. I am gonna have to hit them with a lure once at least. Or I guess I could just do 2 creams. I'll just do 2 creams. It should be better accuracy, I think. What's the accuracy of a blue magnet? Is that 60%? I think it's 60%. So yeah, no, 2 creams is better. We just do this all day. And there we go. Any other new invasions? Nope, it looks like we're sticking with Name Dropper. If it was just 1 lower, dude. Telemarketers, level 6s, I just lure and cream everybody all day. All day long we do that. Tell you what though, it's gonna be a great way to get my throw back. 13 more piano keys, okay. I'm gonna do 1 more building, and then I think we're gonna go do an FO after that because, you know what I'm saying? I knew this was gonna be a real rootin' tootin' time. My God, is it a real rootin' tootin' time? Got an hour left on the invasion, so I'm not hugely in a rush. I'd be shocked if I got like cucked again and then there was like no Cellbot invasions going. Yeah, well 1 more, that's gonna put me to maybe about like 38, 40, which is about half. It's close enough to half. Okay. Gonna go home, grab all the popsicles. I'm probably gonna have to top off in Dreamland. I mean, I guess I could just also get the rest of my heals from Harmony and then scratch her back up, because I'm gonna have to do that anyways. Let's get the popsicles first, though. Some of them are on the roofs. I hate how the popsicles spawn when you're here. They'll just spawn in, like, the weirdest places. I mean, I don't immediately see any on roofs, but they could be there. They might be there still. They could be there yet. Nothing in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scratch Harmony, because she's probably used maybe about, like, half, if not maybe a little bit more than half of, like, what her stamina is. She's got great stamina because I've maxed everything, so I can basically use her all day long and she'll be totally fine. Like, heck, I think I got this on stream. There was a time when she had a negative attribute, and I called her in, and then it turned into a positive attribute, and then she just kept going from there, and it was fantastic, dude. Really, just thanks to field offices, Doodles honestly, like, field offices have given Doodles the buff that they so desperately needed. IMO. Give me some more of that, dude. And then 9. And there you go. Look, not even phased, dude. She's still positive attribute. I'm gonna hit her with 5 scratches of feed, and then we're gonna do 1 more, And then we're gonna take a break and do a field office. Because I feel like I'm gonna need it, dude. All work and no play makes sci-fi a dull boy. Harmony is such a cool name, though. Like, legitimately, like, I was scrolling through the doodle names because I went through a couple when I was like, I think this was mostly off stream when I was doing this, but I was going through a couple of doodles. I was basically just buying the one that looked good, but then I saw like a better one come out, so then I sold my old doodle. I went to go get a new doodle, and I went through a couple of names. It was like I went through Hera. There was another one in there. There was like two, actually. There was two more in there. But then like I got to Harmony, and I'm like, Harmony's just a good name, dude. Like for anything, like it's a good sounding name. No other sub invasions going on. All right, continuing on the name dropper train. Here we go. Harmony's all scratched up. I've got a lot more to go still. This I can complete in like one field office. That's just going to be done. We have all our gags back. All right, let's go. Gotta look for another 5-star. Ideally, like, I want it to be, like, the 4th floor just having 1 cog is probably the best thing I could get, because it gives me time to heal up before the 5th. That one's taken. The other ones are all the way down there. One of them might be a 5-star, because people typically don't check the end of the streets as much. They go, like, from the front to the back. 4, 4, and then 1 more around this corner. 4, good enough. Good enough, I'll take it. Ain't gonna be perfect, but it's something. Oh, they just took theirs down, look at that. And we just got one, alrighty. Howdy ho, name dropper. So I think I'm gonna still do my classic conservation method. Gotta use these trapdoors somewhere, you know. And then I'll use... No, I should save the magnets. I guess I could have, like... Could have sold some augas just to take a bunch more lures with me. Because I'm really not using, like, like, augas at all. I'm not even using trunks, really. I don't have enough to kill with trunks. If it was 6, I could do, like, a fog and, like, an auga, but, you know. There's no reason to conserve trunks anyways. There's such, like, a ridiculously massive difference in sound. Like, I know all the gags go up a lot in damage once you hit level 6, but... with sound, it is, like, insanely more significant than any of the other gags, like, by a massive margin, you know? I'll just cloud y'all. Like, you know, when you go cream pie to cake, it's like a 60 damage difference. When you go hose to cloud, it's a 50 damage difference. When you go trunk to foghorn... that's a 29 times 4 difference, which, now, I'm not great at math, so I'm gonna have to break out my calculator for that. But let's see how much that actually is, right? That is, so 29 times 4. That's a 116 difference in damage. I'm just saying, that's like you get an entire extra cake on your damage, right? Like... the damage discrepancy between those two are so much more significant. There's a reason why with sound it was going up very slowly. Like, you start at 4, 7, 11, so it goes up by 3, 4, 5, and 5 again, actually. I think I hosed when they were lured, right? Yeah, and then after that it goes up by 29. So once again, 116 damage difference between... a trunk and a fog. I think, right, now call me crazy, that's a little broken. And if you want to go further than that, oh boy, let's actually talk about the difference between the other gags. Now, these are actually a bigger difference, because these also go AoE, so like, birthday cake to wedding cake is insanely broken as well. Like, that's an insane difference. So it isn't just sound that do this. Sound actually has the least amount of difference going from 6 to 7 compared to actually everything else. Like, the 7 is where sound kind of gets neutered to being not really as good as all the other ones. Because, okay, so the cake difference, right? Cake goes up to 120 damage, right? So let's calculate that. So that's going to be basically 20. It's going to be 20 onto this. So 120 times 3 plus 20. That is a 380 damage difference. From 6 to 7 for cake. That's a little busted. Like, and it's worse when you look at the other ones too. Like, it's worse like when you look at trap. Like, trap goes from, I mean, I'll check after this. I can't remember actually what the base damage on trapdoor is. They buffed it, so it's not going to be as crazy, I don't think. 85 to 180, right? So it goes up. The first one's 95, so it's, oh my god. Okay, so, well, 180 to 200. So it goes, that's a 20, and then I should actually do my things. So that's 200 times 3 plus 20. Trap gets buffed by 620 damage. Everything breaks when you go from level 6 to 7 gags. Like, everything just breaks after that point. Like, it's actually nutty, the damage difference in these things. But I guess that's just kind of how Toontown works. I disagree with the fact that I'm on more Clash's side with how they did things. I don't think 7s should make single target gags both do more damage than their level 6 counterpart and also be AoE. That's kind of ridiculous. I know that it's like a once per 500 XP gain. Kind of a bit much. But I guess that still makes sound worse because sound gets that difference just from 5 to 6. They get 100 something damage difference, whereas everything else gets like, throw I think is the biggest one. Throw gets like 60. Well, actually it could be drop, 70 to 170. Actually, drop is at 100, but to be fair, drop has a lot of drawbacks to it that kind of make it not as crazy. That's all I'm saying though. And I think they have actually talked about when they released the patch for SFO that they wanted to tone down sound, but they didn't want to make like too many crazy changes at once because with Field Office they were already readjusting a lot of things and they wanted, oh, okay, sure, they wanted the people to get used to it before they started messing with sound. And it seems like they're kind of at this point like kind of tiptoeing around nerfing sound. Like, with the new update that they might do, it's not confirmed, but with the new update that they might do to CEO, where the 2.0s basically have armor plating to them, that is a kind of indirect nerf to sound, because it just makes it worse in that case, because, like, one fog rule is absolutely destroyed by that, right? Because it takes off a set amount of damage per gag used. So every gag gets that damage minused. And I believe the calculation is it's 2 times their level. So if you have a level 9 that has like plating on them, then they're going to take 18 less damage per gag. And for perspective for you, that means a trunk will deal 3 damage to them and a line of trunks will deal 12 damage to them. Like, that is an indirect nerf to sound. So I think they're, instead of nerfing sound, at least for right now, they're trying to basically make some workarounds to it to make it so sound is a bit less useful in certain situations. I don't know if they're going to continue that trend or if they're just going to, at some point, finally just get around to saying, all right, we have to just flat out nerf this. Because I don't think sound as a whole should necessarily be nerfed. I just think, like, the biggest thing for sound is there's no problem with, like, going from bike horn to trunk. That scaling I feel like is totally fine. The thing that kind of sends sound over the edge is trunk to fog. And I guess comparatively, I don't know if you even need to nerf Opera per se. Like, don't get me wrong, Opera, like, they make it so Opera does deal almost twice as much damage as a fog does, but that's kind of compensated for the fact that the other level 7s also kind of do crazy things. So I don't think I would necessarily bother with nerfing Opera until I nerf the other level 7s as well. I mean, you could, but it's like, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I think if you brought fog down to like 40, that might be okay. I have to actually do the math on that. If you brought Opera down to 40, how much extra damage would that be? That's 21 to 40, so that's 40 times 3 plus the difference, which would be 19. That's 139 extra damage, which is still quite a lot, but I think that's better than, like, it's better than 21 to 50, because that's 40 less damage, you know, total. So it's not a horrible idea. I don't know. I had an idea that Wildbots could do combo damage for an attack. So like if a big wig does 20 damage power trip, it does an extra 10 damage in combo. Like that could be something, like that's what I mean though, right? That's what I meant when I was talking about, I feel like cogs should have a specialty to them. Like I said, Cellbot and Bossbot are already defined. Cellbot AoE, Bossbot single target. But everything besides Cellbot needs a buff in what they do, first of all. But yeah, like Wildbot, you could do like, where if they attack a toon in tandem, they could do like some amount of combo damage to that toon. I'd be fine with that. That'd be cool. I still like my idea for Cashbot basically having insane variance in all of their attacks. Like, there is no set amount that a Cashbot attack would do. It's just like, it could vary from this number to this number, and like every single time it's just completely random. Because I feel like that kind of like lends itself to the Cashbot theme more, but maybe that's just me. Like, I feel like that would be a fun thing to do, so it's harder to plan around what Cashbot damage could be. Like, if you get insanely lucky, it could be nothing. If you get insanely unlucky, it could be everything, you know? Like, I feel like those kinds of things would be fun to play around if they gave it, like, those sorts of things. Kind of like, yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. I feel it feeds into what I feel like the Cashbot theme is, right? Like, just like the chance, like, whether it be like gambling at a casino or like taking a chance on like stocks where a stock could go way up or way down. I feel like if they have that kind of variance to their attacks, that could be the unique thing that makes them their own thing. Cause that would be like a really hard thing to play around too. Like, you actually have to like decide when to take risks or not. Cause like, if we don't kill, like, all of a sudden Cashbots become a lot scarier if you have to tank multiple of them, because it's like with everything else, right? Even though Cellbots could do a ton of damage and Bossbots could do a ton of damage, Wildbots might have that combo damage thing. Cashbots, the damage can vary so widely that like it might do crazy stuff. Like I said, I don't know if this is the perfect thing to implement into the game, but it would definitely just make the cogs more interesting in their own regard, is kind of what I'm getting at and sort of what I want from the different ones. It's weird that, like, on one hand I get it, because they probably, the devs when they were making this, upscaled Cellbots a lot more because it's the first real boss fight that you have, and you actually get a really good reward from doing the VP, so they wanted to make sure that Cellbots were actually really strong. But it sort of feels like everything else was kind of just an afterthought. Like, all of the other cogs and the HQs even kind of just feel like an afterthought in terms of like what, like everything about them pretty much. Like, heck, it seems so weird to me. Like, this might be me, right? Because I'm pretty sure they developed VP first, and then they did like, I think they literally just went down the line, did Cashbot, Wildbot, Bossbot. I know Bossbot was last, but Cashbot, Wildbot, whatever order, doesn't really matter. Are vastly different fights. Like, Cashbot is the simplest. It's just, you're there, fight a bunch of cogs, which vary so wildly in level. I guess that's another good theme for having their damage vary wildly. That you might be fighting a level 2 and a level 12, you know? Like, it's just so weird how much variance there is in the cog levels when you get to Cashbot. And then afterwards, you do the crane game and you're done. And that's all of Cashbot. Like, that felt weird to me that they went from VP, which is like a multi-level fight, into like, the first level is basically just the warm-up almost. You want to save your good gags for the second part where they bring out the Skelecogs, which are like the hard ones that you actually have to worry about more. Like, that felt kind of like an intentional thing, like, where if you don't know what you're doing, you might blow all your good stuff on the first part, and then when the second part comes, you're not at all prepared for it. I feel like that was an intentional thing, and I actually like how the VP fight kind of goes. Like, heck, if they want to, they can even add an extra part to it. I think, like, having more real-time sections in some of these boss fights would also be good. Just, you know, just more variance and things that happen. Like, the CEO fight is actually pretty cool. I actually like it. I mean, the first phase, don't get me wrong, lasts forever, but I don't really mind CEOs taking as long as they do, just because it's like, the entire time you are doing a thing. I think the worst part of probably the boss bot fight or the CEO fight is the table feeding, because they're like, despite the time that you get and having good or bad people, there usually ends up not really being that big of a difference in how many cogs you fight, because there is an upper echelon of how many cogs you can realistically feed in that time, and when you're at higher levels, it is impossible to kill all the cogs. You just can't. You just don't have enough time in the day. Like, it just will never happen. So you're just there basically seeing how much you can thin the herd before you fight them. And with a good group, that number is going to pretty much hardly ever change, you know? So I think, like, that's probably the worst part of CEO fight, but there's nothing wrong with having more parts to boss fights. Like, it's just, Cashbot feels so much more basic in terms of, like, the actual HQ runs. I think most of the effort was put into the craning, which is jank as all hell. I mean, I've gotten used to it, and if you play it a lot, you will get used to craning, but it's just jank as all hell, dude. It's weird. I do think VP was definitely, like, where they had their stride with the fight. Like, there's the warm-up phase, where it's basically you have to kill these things, but you also want to conserve your gags, and you don't want to go into the next phase with like, lower HP, because you might be more at risk of dying. I'm talking more in the sense of for lower players, not for, like, 139s like me that walk in and you can do whatever you want. I've duoed a VP before, but you know what I mean? Like, at the appropriate level that you're at, that's kind of what you're expected to do for it, right? So I think, like, that's pretty good. The Cashbot, I feel like, is, like I said, it's too short. There's even the, like, the fight at the beginning isn't, like, very good, just because the cog levels are all out of whack. Wabot? Wabot's okay, I guess. It's not terrible. Wabot is a good example of having real-time games that actually matter a bit more. The first part's easy as all hell. Like, it's just, you have enough sound to get through the first part of Wabot without usually ever running out of sound, or if you do, it's like 1, maybe 2 rounds without sound, and then you're done. The second part of Wabot, I think, is the most interesting, because while there is a strategy to it now, it's sort of that thing where there's going to be a big difference if you get 8 tunes, or, like, even, like, less. Like, let's say 4 tunes, 6, 8, 10, or 12 tunes on the seat. There's going to be big variance in those runs, because it's going to affect how well your last phase goes, which I think is, like, that's a lot more impactful than the CEO feeding round to me. And even, like, the actual, like, phase, like, the final phase of Wabot is pretty cool. It's unique, is what I like about it. So, like, I feel like just, I forget where I was going with this, but I'm just rambling on about bosses now. Clash is a second con where I run CFO with Skelecogs, so it's Cogs, then Skelecogs, instead of all of them in one round. Yeah, exactly. Like, and then there's Overclocked, too, which Overclocked follows the exact same formula as a VP, now that I really think about it, because you have that first round where you're fighting, like, the, I don't know what they're called, but, like, the laser cogs, you know what I'm talking about. You have that first round fighting them, and while there are dangerous cogs in there, it's still the idea of you don't want to spend your higher end gags there, because, Mr. Pie Man, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Were you also playing Toontown? Yes, you were. All right. Hey, welcome, Raiders. How is everyone doing? What were you playing? Were you on TTR or TTCC? Out of curiosity, I was just kind of going on about balance at this point, but the cool thing about Clash is that the overclocked follows the exact same formula as a VP. You have that first round where, granted, the cogs are a lot scarier, but it follows the idea of you want to get through that first round, conserving as much as you can while still killing the cogs, not taking too much damage, and then the second round of the fight, where you have the big dudes come out, like the mini boss cogs. That's where like the fight really starts, and that's where you kind of have to use everything. You probably will have to blow like a restock or two even. That's where you use all your main gangs, and then you have like the final like action sequence. Like that is the exact same formula that the VP follows. I don't think every boss should follow that exact same formula, but it is a good formula to I think work off of at least initially. You know? Both? Oh, okay, fair enough, dude. Was on TTR until I got a task for 4 boilers after doing 250 jokes. Oh no, I feel it, dude. I'm working on the last of my sleuth badges, and I'm currently solo right now because the person I play with is not at home. And they gave me a cog building task, and I've just like been slowly sort of whittling away at it as I go, but like God, it's boring, dude. Soloing buildings is not fun. So I've just been going kind of slow on that. I'm gonna do an FO to break it up, I think, just so I can keep myself awake and just for a little bit more entertainment. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah, I'm as soon as I get my sleuth badge, I will have max TTR for the time being, at least. And then I want to go to TTCC and max there because I'm really interested in the game, but I'm so scared. I was so scared to start Clash because I knew I was going to be addicted and I won't be able to get out of it, you know? Hey, how you doing, Mega Man Tom? Welcome to the stream. The thing with OCLO compared to the boiler, though, is OCLO is far better replayability compared to the boiler due to the fact that the litigation team is dramatized. Yeah, no, exactly. No, it's I 100%, dude. Listen, I'm completely on board. I really like what they did with field offices in Toontown. It's really good. It's what it needed. The balance changes were all good. My God, I was so excited for Overclocked, and I don't play Clash, right? But I try to go into everything blind, or at least as blind as I can. So like I've refrained from looking at any of the bosses for Clash because I know there's like bosses when you complete like the playgrounds and stuff for it. Overclocked was one of those things that I could not stop myself from looking at because it was so interesting. Like I started listening to the themes that they have, like the way that the themes work, where it's based on the litigation members that you're fighting. It's so cool, dude. I love it. And so I ended up watching a ton of people do Overclock because I'm just so fascinated by it. And it's one of the few instances where I broke my rule of don't go or go in blind just because I really wanted to see the fight and I knew it would be a long time until I finished TTR at the point that I watched it at least and went over to Clash and actually got to that point that I just wanted to see the fight, dude. It's so cool. Glad to be here, my man. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. But oh God, I can't wait to max TTR, dude. I am so excited to go into Clash and do an OCLO. You have no idea. But in any case, I'm gonna do a field office next, and I have to use the restroom before I do that because I'd be drinking a lot of water. So I will be right back. Alright, and I am back. Alrighty. So, I'll try to do a field office. I think I'm going to shoot for like a 2-star because I'm not trying to spend like all my resources out here because I don't trust a full team of randoms to, to do perfectly in the field office. So, let's actually see what's going right now. We have one on Walrus Way. Is there a group up for the one on Walrus Way? There is not. I'm going to go do that right now then. So, SFO, Zoink Falls, Walrus Way, bang. Okay. I did my scratches. I have my gag, so I think I'm going to head there right about now-ish. I would love Boiler more if the fight was slightly different each time, but the first few times you do it, you already know all the strats. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. It's just nice to see, like... Funnily enough, the most interesting part about field offices is actually not necessarily the boiler itself, but doing everything getting up to the boiler, because you have to think about like what gags kill and all that stuff. And while there is thinking on the boiler, you know pretty much what the boiler is capable of every single time you go into it. So you're not usually surprised by many things. It's Walrus Way. Yeah. So you're not usually surprised by many things. Like, heck, I even have a chart where I know... for each star of Boiler, I know what their upper echelon of damage is when they're not fired and fired, so you know when to attack, when to tune up, and then when you get to defense phase, you just kind of have to figure out with the other people. Alright, who's remoting? Gotta heal remote this guy, and it's just trying to get through without spending as many resources, you know, as possible. Just as few resources as you can is kind of like what you're shooting for in a lot of these. Which is also why I don't want to do a 3-star, because I know I'm gonna have to spend a lot of stuff to make sure everyone's good. Okay, I got a full party. Let's chill. T-minus 10 minutes until I arrive from New York. Let's go. Hey, nice, dude. Might be back by the time I finish the field office. We'll see. Switch seats and no more light of death above me. Got a good 30-minute nap in. There you go, dude. Now you're good. Make sure to turn up the in-game music. It's going to be bopping. Oh, that's right, dude. You're right. Let me see. I have Toontown turned down on my mixer. I'm going to crank that up a little bit. Let's see, pump that baby up to like that. And I'll even go in game too. Because I've listened to, you know, Toontown music enough. Let's go to like... Is that about alright? Probably a little bit higher. Like to there. I think that's okay. Okay, we're waiting on Jill Pickle. I can only see the levels of it. It's hard for me to actually hear it, but sometimes the levels can be deceiving. So if it needs to go up, let me know. You know? All the FO tracks are new in this content pack. I'm ready for it, dude. Hit me with it. Getting into Clash around this time is probably the best timing anyways, considering 1.3 is likely soon. Yeah, that too. Like, I don't really mind waiting to get into Clash because, like, the more time I spend not in Clash, the more they're going to have stuff updated in Clash so that when I go in there, it's going to be bopping, you know? Hello? There you go. It's like, I don't really mind. Like, heck, by the time I get to Clash, they might have... I think they were doing Boss Bot next, or was it not confirmed? Like, I thought it was Boss Bot, but I could be wrong on that. But regardless, they're going to have a new cog ready to go, you know? Whatever that may be. I completely missed what the gags I got where I was just not looking. But I love the redesigns. Like, when I first got onto Clash, like, I played a little bit of Clash. I played through... That's pretty good. I played through the first boss in Clash, like the first playground boss. And I'm just like, man, I love this one. Sound throw drop. That's an interesting one. This guy drop? He's not maxed. Well, that's not gonna work out super great, but alright, we kill one of them and damage the other. I'm liking it though. I'm liking it so far, Toontown guy. It's hinted at Boss Bot, but now people are thinking something else. Well, I guess we'll have to see then. I know that they're probably going to be doing board bot last because that kind of makes the most sense. Like, board bots are like the end game, you know, the chairman-esque kind of thing going on there. So I mean, I highly doubt it would be that, but I'm curious to see whatever they do next. I think this will be enough, but I didn't really crunch the numbers. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then we just trunk through this. But regardless, no matter what they do next, this is gonna sound really dumb. Like, I'm gonna be really excited for whatever they change about the actual, like, HQ fight. But I think one of my favorite things about what they did with Wabot is the cog redesigns. The cog redesigns, dude, oh, so good, dude. Like, Wabots have never looked better, dude. I absolutely love all of the redesigns to all of the Wabots. They just look fantastic, dude. God, this is, like, not super easy. I can't really do much besides trunk, honestly. The Mingler is the problem here. You know what? I'm just doing this. I just don't want to deal with the Mingler. I don't want to get paradigm shifted by a level 30 Mingler, if I'm being completely honest with you. That does like 30 damage, I think. That's not gonna kill. The other guy needed to trunk too. Oh no, wait, is it 11? No, it's not 11. No, it's not gonna kill. 191 now. It's gonna be close, but no. Every Halloween, they hinted a new feature for the next major update. And, Buddy or something, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Since the last Halloween had random boss on streets spawning, people are thinking maybe hinting at like a handful of bosses that can randomly spawn on the streets. Maybe. I mean, like I said, no matter what Clash does, like, I'm down for anything. Because, like, every update I've seen Clash do has just been so hyped, dude. Like, I'm really glad that TTR and Clash are, like, the top servers, because they're both really good in their own regards. Granted, I don't know as much about the other servers, but, like, the things that Clash does with their updates are nothing short of absolutely insane, dude. Oh, alright. Like, every single update that Clash has, they do so many different things to it. It's crazy. It's crazy the amount of work they can get done. Hoi! Oh, I love that email. That's so cool. Hi, welcome to stream, buddy. How you doing? But, like, it's honestly, like, maybe I'm just used to TTR, like, never updating anything, which is entirely possible. But just the amount of work that the Clash people do is staggering, dude. We just do it again. Like, I'm just so doing it again, dude. We just spam sound out here. That's all we do. So, you know, sometime in the distant future, when Clash has like updated all of the cogs, so all the cogs looking super fresh, dude. It's gonna be a great day. I want to heal, but I don't really see an opportunity to. I'm gonna just follow that, honestly. I mean, the Mingler's gonna hurt, yeah, but, like, hopefully she, like, doesn't do AoE and hits me. I think that's probably the best I can hope for. Also, this music is a bop, I gotta say. It's pretty good. Find it hilarious that 1.2.5 was considered a small portion of 1.3, yet the patch notes were longer than 1.2. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with that bag, though. Can't complain, just roaming the Toontown streamers. How's your games been? Pretty good. I'm just kind of, I'm kind of on a slow portion right now. Like, I don't even really need this field office, but I just wanted to do something for fun because I'm working on, like, the end of my sleuth badges, or the end of my sleuth badge, I should say. I have 1 stamp left to go, and then, like, 10 ranks, which I haven't even started yet. So, I've just been working on that. My last task for my last stamp is I have to do like 88 drops from Cellbots and Cog buildings, and I'm solo right now, and I just don't want to do it. I've done like around like almost half of it, and I'm taking a break with the field office. And then my man Toontown guy gave me a content pack for just like new songs and stuff, so I'm just enjoying that while I'm here. So yeah, a bit slower on this one, but honestly, you know, I just want to get it done, because after this, off stream, I'm probably just going to get my 10 ranks, And then the next Toontown stream, whenever that'll be, I'll come back and finally get my sleuth badge. These new songs are pretty good. I like them. Alrighty. I'm just gonna go to the far end. I always go far end. Yeah, I think I'll go top right. Oh, okay. I didn't even see it because it was behind the wall. Alrighty, dude. Name dropper. I don't want to mess with y'all, okay? Y'all just running around. I don't want to be anywhere near that, okay? Bang. He's coming down the water. Let's go, dude. Come to Pappy. Oh, whoa, name dropper. Chill out, though. Okay. And then I'm gonna go the other one. The name droppers scare me so much, dude. They just swerve around so fast I can't deal with it. Oh, I didn't get it. Please? Hello? Water? Okay. The servers are a little iffy sometimes. Like, you really gotta hang on to that water. Okay. I trust that they can finish the last one off. Wait, no one is down there right now. Never mind then. I guess I'll go do it. Like, I thought people were down there, then I looked down there, I'm like, oh, no one's next to them, okay. They're just trying to get all those jokes right now, that's fine. Ooh, now we just need lure, and then we're good to go, dude. Come on, please, org lure, my meta. I missed that one now. This is the closest one, that's big sad. Honestly, I think, like, when I was first doing Field Office, I always thought this one was going to be the more dangerous one, and I was absolutely right, dude. Like, skating is so safe, so long as the servers don't destroy you. Because, like, you could stay really far away and throw out everything, but this one, with, like, name droppers and stuff like that, you can get trapped and you can just be destroyed. Also, lure trap. I'm so happy right now. You have no idea, dude. My organic trap in a Field Office, finally. My time has come. That's what's up. I haven't played since the Field Offices dropped. I'm gonna be getting back into it again, though. I feel the nostalgia creeping in. Yeah. Well, you know, when you start Toontown, you can never really leave Toontown. The addiction is too strong. That's what I felt, at least, dude. Every time I leave, I eventually come crawling back, because I just need more of it. To be fair, though, honestly, Toontown is, like... I always thought Toontown was, like, such a unique concept for a game. Like, how many, besides, like, Wizard 101 and the things similar to that, how many games do you know of that are cooperative, MMO-type, turn-based games? Like, oh, not a lot of those actually exist. I'm not gonna be able to kill this. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. Whatever, it's not worth it. We got enough. We don't need all of them. That was the last one anyways. Like, there's, like, no MMO-type games that are cooperative turn-based games. It's so, like... It's such a unique thing. Toontown is the real Final Fantasy Online! Maybe the real Final Fantasy Online was the Toontown we made along the way. Oh, the executive suite music is crazy. Dude, this is all great. Can't wait till I get to the boiler, then we hit the real bops, dude. I forgot to disband group Ailmail. I can, like, I mean, I guess we could just all throw. If all three of them do creams, I can just doodle. Okay. I'll do that then. Sag. Oh, they actually needed the tune-up, dude. They actually needed the tune-up. That is big sad right there. Okay. Well, at least we have lore now, so we should have more time to do it. Is Harmony's mood okay? Yeah, she's neutral right now. Oh god. Alright, okay. So that's gonna take care of that. A little overboard, but all right. So how long have you been streaming Toontown? Good question. So I'd say probably over a year at this point, I think. Like, for this character specifically, I have documented my time with them from when I started until now. Like, I originally started this character with a group of 3 other friends, and we played through pretty much all of the main task line. Like, by the time that I actually finished the main task line, I had only one of them with me, and I picked up Lycan, which he's not here right now, but I picked up another one along the way too, you know? I'm just gonna do that. So, yeah, that had to have been like, I play like usually, come on, man. I play weekly, so probably over a year, I would say. And yeah, aside from like HQ grinding, I've documented things like increasing my suit to the next level or getting my laugh boost for the HQs, but everything from when this character was started until now is documented and in the VODs on my channel. So it's been quite a long time. You don't have to cream. You can fruit, I promise. Okay, they don't believe me. They don't believe me. Listen, boys, I've run the numbers on this one. I know what I'm talking about. That's all right. It's cool. Y'all want to blast creams out here? I don't really mind. That's quite the history. I haven't even been streaming for a year yet myself. Yeah, I've been going for a while. For the longest time, like, I've been on YouTube probably since 2016. On and off. Oh, well, I'll say on and off, give and take. But I haven't been able to stream much until recently, because for the longest time, my internet was terrible, dude. Like, I would have a YouTube video done and ready to put up, and I would literally, like, leave my computer on through the night, because my upload speed used to be so bad that that's how long it would take for me to upload anything. Oh god, we need to like, kill these. They're all in the head, okay. Well, that's a shame. So, I haven't actually been able to do streaming until semi-recently, at least. I think I started streaming as a whole maybe around 2 to 3 years ago? Somewhere in that time frame. And I started with Fall Guys. Like, when Fall Guys first came out, I played that game so much. And I was like, I literally would make challenges for myself because I used to stream Monday to Friday, 5 hours a day. And I made a challenge to see like how many wins I could get in that 5-hour period. I haven't played Fall Guys in forever, since like season 1, but my record was like, I think I got 18 wins in 5 hours, and that was like the best I could do. And then just one time, just kind of like haphazardly, I sort of just made a joke. I'm like, dude, I would love to stream Toontown with a bunch of friends. And then literally the next week, all my friends got together and we streamed Toontown, and we went on that for like over a year. And that was, I was a happy boy then, I'll tell you what. So that's kind of the story of how I got here. Also, Fall Guys got done dirty by Among Us. Did they? What happened? I've been there before, not necessarily as a content creator, but just as a gamer in general. Downloads taking years. I'm so glad to have better internet now. So wait, you also stream too then? Hang on. Yo, here, I'm gonna throw real quick. Yo, let me hit you with the follow, fam. Let me hit you with the follow. I didn't know you also streamed. Where are you at? There we go. If I got time, I'll catch you sometime. Oh, Dead by Daylight. Oh man, I haven't been on Dead by Daylight in a hot second. I'll tell you what, dude. I haven't been there, I think, since they've done like the last 2 updates. I left just before The Artist came out. I'm just gonna heal as well, honestly. Need the help. Don't do it, man. Okay, well. You know, sometimes you can't save people from themselves. I've considered all my options and I've decided to take a taxi home. You gotta do what you gotta do, Lycan. However you can get back, man. Yeah, no, dude, Dead by Daylight was really fun. I've been so on and off of it though. Like, legitimately, I played like when it first initially came out. I think it was in beta technically. And it was like so much fun. Like Trapper was ridiculous when Dead by Daylight first came out, because you can like trap the actual hook, and you had to like get trapped to get people off the hook. And I've just been kind of on and off of it since then. Like I think I played up until DS came out, then I took a long break from it, and then I kind of came back around the like just before Trickster came out, I think. And then I played for a while, then I fell off of it again. And I haven't been on there since just before Artist came out. I gotta get back on though. It's like something like, it is one of those just addicting games you can't quite stop, you know? We missed the word, didn't we? Am I luring, or is this guy? Does this guy have lure? He does. I'll wait for him. After you. I'm trying to get that extra health going as much as I can. I'm doing my best. I was a DBD streamer, but after today, I'm leaving the game entirely. I've been playing since day one, and I can say that they truly failed the community as of late. I'm going to be moving over to more of a variety. Yeah, no, I totally get that. That's why I keep, like, dipping in and out of DBD, just because it's, like, it's a fun game. It's kind of like... So, if you're familiar with the League of Legends community, and you ask any player who normally plays League of Legends what they think of the game, every single one of them will tell you, I hate the game. It's terrible. It's a horrible game. And I feel like that has a lot of analogs to the DBD community. It's one of those games where it's like, I don't like it, but you're still there playing it because there's still that aspect about it that you really like, you know? But yeah, I totally get that. I could never, I don't think, like, dedicate myself to one game only. I mean, well, I mean, I probably could. It would depend on the game. It would have to be a game I really like. Like, I wouldn't mind doing Toontown streams, but even then, just... I think being a variety streamer is just... It's so much more liberating. You have so many more options on what you can do, you know? Like, if you're not feeling a certain thing, you don't have to do that thing. Like, I don't think I could dedicate... Like, some of the DBD streamers, like Ots or something, they've been streaming that forever. I don't think I can dedicate myself like that to just one game for that long. Like, there's just no... I would go insane, dude. Like, I can't do that. Like, I did that for Fall Guys for the most part, but eventually, like, you know, it's just... You just want to do something else after a good while. So, yeah, I think variety streamer is honestly the way to go. That's why I've started doing it ever since, like... Ever since I was, like, pretty much... I stopped playing Fall Guys. Not for any real reason. I just had to take a break, and then, like... I don't know, I felt like I was off it too long, that I'd be off my game, so then I was like, I could just stream whatever I want to, and I've kind of just been doing that since, and it's nice. It's nice, you just play whatever you're feeling like playing, you know? DBD lures people in with its potential, but at the end of the day, the leadership always squanders their potential. No, yeah, I totally agree with that. It's kind of unfortunate the direction that they've taken with a lot of things in DBD. I think, like, probably the first major hiccup, at least for me, like, the first major reason why I actually, like, just flat out quit D&D, or not D&D, DBD. Sorry, it's so close, and I played D&D too. Just, I'm so used to saying D&D. But I think the first reason I flat out quit DBD for a good while, it was when they released DS. And I'm a Survivor main, mind you, right? But I just thought, like, the idea of Decisive Strike was so incredibly dumb that that was, like, a thing that shouldn't even exist in the game. I still kind of feel that way. I mean, it is not really anywhere near as bad as it is now, but, like, before, man, DS was just something. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's kind of like... I don't know, man. I don't know why. Like some perks kind of just dictate the way the entire game goes, and you just have... You basically have, like, the list of perks that you always want to use, and then all the other perks are just completely optional, you know? I couldn't sit here and talk about all the problems DBD has, though. I would be here probably forever, and I've tried to forget about a lot of the things, but, like, when I play DBD now, I have to shut my brain off and just try not to think about all the things about it that I don't like. I'm just like, I just have to pretend like I'm playing like old DBD back in the day, because original DBD was so incredibly good, and I absolutely loved like every aspect of it. Like, there was a couple of things that needed to change. It was glitchy as heck. It didn't run well. Hilariously, that still was never really changed, you know? It never started running a lot better. It's a little bit better, but that was one thing that kind of stayed true. But, you know, it's just, I play it sometimes because it's fun to occasionally play it, but yeah, no. If you're solely dedicated to streaming one game 100%, no. You're gonna notice a lot more all the things wrong with it, and it's just gonna wear you down after a while, you know? So I totally get it, especially with a game like DBD. I am, however, excited to join the Toontown community as a streamer. I'm gonna make a new Toon Fort and everything. Oh, nice, dude, nice. So, question. Do you plan on maxing? And B, are you starting with Rewritten or Clash? Or another server, I guess. Although, I think like most people usually do Rewritten and Clash. Because I'll tell you what, dude. The Toontown community is great. I absolutely love this community. Granted, I'm not super involved in a lot of it, but like I follow a good amount of like content creators for Toontown, and it's just like, it's great here, dude. And like just even the people on Toontown, granted you run into some less than reputable sorts, but that is the internet. But even like the most toxic people in Toontown are absolutely nothing compared to like half toxic people in other games, you know? Like coming off of DBD, dude, you meet a toxic person in Toontown, you're like, this is nothing. You know? It's a different breed over here. Like, DBD, oh my god, DBD is special. DBD toxic is like League toxic. Like, it's on a whole other spectrum, you know? Like, it's completely different. The worst you get in Toontown is you get people telling you that you're doing the wrong strat, and that's like, whatever, dude, I don't really care. I mean, to be fair, as you play the game more and more and you like max out, you become that person, you know? You become the guy going, hey, that's not right. It's the way that you do it that matters, I think. Let's hear it. Ooh. Ominous. Boiler time. Rewritten. I have Clash as well, and it's phenomenal, but I want to begin my time streaming with the nostalgia of Rewritten. I totally get that. I felt the exact same way. Like, I was looking at Clash and Rewritten because it had been a while since I'd actually, like, dang it, oh, I should heal. That's better. It had been a while since I played, like, a Toontown game, and I was like looking at like with my friends like, what should we do, Clash or Rewritten? And I was like, I think Rewritten is better because it's like the much more genuine experience of Toontown, and when you have that urge to play Toontown, Rewritten is gonna kind of scratch that nostalgia that you're looking for, you know? And then I think it's like once you play a lot of Rewritten and you get really good at it, that's kind of where Clash comes in. Clash really feels like it's more for the people that have like played out Rewritten and want more. Like more content, different content, harder content. I feel like that's kind of what Clash is for. Because there's so much more variance in the things you can do. Like heck, I was talking with my friend, and once we actually go to Clash, I'm trying to get together like a group of people, because things like the gags that you start with and like your final build in Clash is gonna matter so much more. Like, it feels like Clash is specifically built around you going in with 4 people. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get 4 people and just like weekly stream that with them, and we can discuss builds and all that stuff, because I feel like that's what Clash is really good at. But Rewritten really is just that nostalgia ride that everyone wants, you know? Which is also, I think, why it has more players. It's not surprising. Like, I do think Clash deserves more than they get, but I totally get why people like just go to Rewritten, because I do the same thing, because it is that more genuine Toontown experience. Although Rewritten definitely doesn't let me flex my pun names as much. Do they not, dude? I've never had a problem getting names through Rewritten. I mean, granted, mine are insanely dumb, like Captain Crocker style, but hey, we call those lore-friendly names and they're great, okay? I have to heal. Yep, that's what I have to do. I should actually bring out my little cheat sheet. I think 2-star... Oh, God, what's the upper damage for 2-star? 2-star is... 45 fired, 59 with burn. Okay. I gotta remember that. Did we do 2 tune-ups? We did not need 2 tune-ups. Whatever, okay. We're gonna be losing some damage on this, but... It do be that way, I guess. Okay, I mean, I can take the hit at least. And we are fired, so 59 is the upper echelon. Okay, I'm gonna throw that. Does that heal enough? Oh, that heals him to 58. Oh god, he could actually die to this. Oh, that's not even maxed. Oh god, okay. I have to watch this dog. The burn does 14. They're fine. They're good. Okay. Yeah, I was like, that was spooky. That could have been rough. I thought, I looked at his gag, so I should have known it wasn't max, but I was like, I just assumed it would be maxed. I don't know why. Okay. I'm gonna throw out a damage. If I see another damage, I'm gonna pull back. Okay, that's healing. Perfect. That's totally fine, dog. Just stun all of them. I don't really care. No. Okay, well, I didn't. Oh god. 2 damage remote is just not valuable anymore. You want to do 1 damage. My 2-star mode's gonna die before it even gets its full value. Oh well, big sad. Like, I get they want to damage everything, but, like, it would just be better if you just poked my 9 with, like, a seltzer or something. Like, the new strategy seems to just be drop a damage on lowest level, healing the 2 highest levels with the 2 most dangerous, and then poke the one that you put the damage on. Clash's music is always so good. Dude, Clash's music is fire. Every track, fire, dude. It's so good. Clash's litigation team music has no right to be a banger. Oh, dude, it really is. Like, I don't play Clash. I have listened to the OSTs for the litigation team, for probably far longer than I think I ever should have. I mean, I don't really need to do anything here, do I? I mean, I could just drop, like, I'll just drop, like, a doodle jump, I guess. Whatever. I'll just do that. I'll make their tune-up more accurate. That's worth doing, because that stuns now. I think my favorite of the OCLO themes is I really like Case Manager and Litigator. I think that's my favorite theme. It's so good, dude. Case Manager Litigator is absolute fire. My favorite thing is the Halloween music. During Halloween, when the random boss spawned on streets, every playground had different battle music. Really? I was not aware of that. I've been trying to stop myself, right? I haven't listened to every theme in Clash. I've been trying to stop myself. So I'm like, stop listening to themes. Stop looking at fights or mechanics. I'm gonna get there when I get there, and I'm trying not to ruin it for myself. I'm still sad that I watched OCLO because I'm not gonna be able to experience it firsthand, that blind going in, that blind panic of like fighting the litigation team. But God, dude, God, is the music always so good. I really legitimately, I just have to stop myself from going in. Because I'm trying to save something at least, so that when I go there and actually play it for real, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's that song, you know? So I've had to physically stop myself, but I am so excited to finally get into Clash. I'm so close. After I get Sleuth Badge, I'm gonna try to get some people together. Like, I just need 2 other people to get together with my friend Lycan and try to just weekly stream Clash and Max in there. That's my goal. That's the goal that I'm shooting for. Seeing everyone's first time during OCLO was nuts. Oh yeah, dude, I watched, that was exactly what I watched too. I watched like all the videos or streams or whatever of people doing it for the first time specifically, because that's when you get to see like the panic and people like, oh God, what is this? Like, what is going on? Quickly, fellas, quickly. There we go. All right. Like, it was so funny, dude. Like, that's the best reactions you get at people, is like when they walk into OCL for the first time and nobody knows what's going on, dude. They get through the first round, and then they get to the litigation team, dude. I watched a video where, I don't remember who it was now. They get to the litigation team, and at this point, I had already watched a couple OCLO runs, so I kind of knew what to expect. And their team got litigator's scapegoat, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, these boys are dead. Like, I'm like, they dead. They ain't coming back. God, it was so much fun. I had so much fun watching other people play the OCLO. I was living vicariously through them, dude. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Clash. I can't describe to you. I have, someone sent me like a Google Doc talking about like the math and stuff behind every gag. Things like how Zap works, because that's the thing I'm most unfamiliar with. I get the conceptually how it works, but like damage and things like that. Like, I am just so hyped out of my mind to finally get to Clash, dude. Don't get me wrong, I love Rewritten, but just there is so many cool things you can do in Clash, and everything just requires like so much like thought and preparation behind it. Builds are a thing, you know? Do I just send it? I'm just gonna send it, dude. I'm just gonna send it, whatever. Just do that. Remember watching streamers do it, and the 3 hours wait till someone actually beat it was nuts. Seeing streamers go from, dude, this is too hard, to actually beat it and come up with nutty strats was great. Oh yeah, that was my favorite thing too. I really like that the Clash team does not back down, because I know that plenty of people were doing it for the first time. They're like, this is too hard. They gotta nerf this. Like, this is bad. And then like a little time goes by, like a week or something. And then Clash goes, yo, fellas, we're gonna buff the stenographer. And I'm like, yo, that's such a Chad move, dude. Why? Don't. Oh, God. We're gonna be here forever. All right. I'm just gonna throw my cake. I don't know why the person with the lowest laugh is healing, but all right. My favorite was Coach Z's Evil Twins reaction when we saw when the manager moves and they just kept laughing for like 5 minutes straight. Oh, dude. I didn't see the Coach Z one, but I've seen so many people just... Everyone's reaction is just always panicked. That's like the biggest one, just panic. So funny to watch. Oh, speaking of Clash, if you want to run together, I'd totally be down. I have no idea who I can get to play that game with me. Oh! If you're down, hit me up sometime. Here. I don't know how to send messages here. If you pop in my Discord, like, just for a second, just like add me on Discord or something, like I'll DM you, because I'm trying to get a group together for Clash so I can run with 4 people, and we would just stream like once per week or something, just when everyone's free. So if you're interested, just go there and hit me up with a DM or something, because I would absolutely love to do that, because I want to get people for Clash so I can run with a full party, because that is the way that it was meant to be played, you know? I'm gonna heal because I have the highest. Because it's so, like, Clash specifically is so much better as a group. Clash's way to solve problems is great, because instead of nerfing things, they will buff cogs and make things hard, because it'll get people to use new strategies. Exactly, that's what I like. I like the fact that they don't just back down. They're like, oh, people say this is hard, I guess let's nerf it. They're like, no, like, you have to give people time, because Toontown, regardless of what server you're playing on, is a knowledge-based game. The more you know of what you're going against, and the more you know of what they do, the better strategies that you can come up with. So they let it sit for a little while, people started coming up with strats, and then they buff it, because they're like, okay, we can do better, we can do more with it, you know? That's what I really liked about Clash. Even Rewritten is going down that road of, we made a hard thing, and then they eventually change it, because it was too easy before, like with how the remotes were. I like that the people behind it are not backing down, because, I mean, they genuinely like the game. They get, it's like, okay, we could make this harder and it's still fine, like it still works. And I really like that. I would be really sad if like OCLO or even Boilers, and not that Boilers really need it, but I'd be really sad if like OCLO was nerfed because just people were saying it was hard. And then it just becomes trivial, because once you know the strats, it's like, okay, we just always do this, you know? So I'm happy about that. I'm always looking for an excuse to pull Coca-Cola out of retirement. I love it. 10 out of 10, dude. 10 out of 10. God, those are the kinds of puns that make my friends never want to talk to me anymore. Oh, I love it though. Okay, we have 2 rounds. I'm just gonna send it over there. Oh, it's great. Can't wait tomorrow since it's going to be starting my Corporate Clash blindfolded challenge run. Excuse me. Yo, dude. I'll catch y'all tomorrow when I start my Clash DK bongo drums run. Blindfolded on a dance pad. My tune on Clash is Monkey Bread. I like it. Okay, so I'm a croc on this, right? I looked at Clash, I looked at all the species deeply. I gotta be a fox on Clash, dude. Fox, I wish TTR had fox. I love fox. Fox is such a good species on Clash, dude. 100,000,000% going a fox. I got my croc here, and I'll have my fox there, and I'm so ready for it, dude. I'm so ready for it. I have Coca-Cola and Bunny Delight. They're my beverage buddies. Oh, God, that's really good, man. I have planned it all out. It is possible to do. I'll be starting from TTC and trying to make it all the way to the end of the task line. Since I know it's possible and I'm stubborn, it's just going to take, like, months. Good luck. I mean, I feel like the hardest part is, I guess with Clash, you do have like the long turn times, so you could kind of figure out like where the gags are. But like, that's gonna be interesting because you're never gonna know what levels you're against. I guess you would just use the highest like level gag on every single cog you come across. God forbid you're in like a district where one thing you're gonna have to make sure you lock yourself in a, or put yourself in a locked district, because you don't want to just be like roaming around and you just like run into like an invasion level 10 or something. I feel like that could go horribly wrong. There's no remotes on any of them right now? Oh God, okay. Did nobody remote them? We just damaged all. I'm just gonna lure them. And then y'all, I guess we dancing, boys. I guess we're dancing today. My friend, Nicholas. Oh, God. Y'all go kill me with these, man. I love it. I love that with Toontown, any name that is a pun is a war-friendly official name, dude. Like, the punnier the better. That's how you know you've made a good Toon name right there. I have to figure out what I want to call my fox. I gotta think of something. Mine is a turkey named Impeccable Timing. I have a David Hasselhog on a rear end. Y'all are great, dude. You are my people. We understand each other. Okay, fog is gonna be enough for this. Oh, we're getting the fat. Oh, that's not great. That is not ideal. I've used 2 7s this run. I mean, hey, if anyone else wants to chip in, y'all are welcome to. I mean, we don't have scored. I don't know what we do about this. All right, chill. I'm down. That works for me, Chief. I didn't actually check when we got Scorp back. I could have just used, like, I guess a throw unite there. I also have Dear Mamu, if you know Marvel. I think so. I'm not super well versed on Marvel. I think. I don't know. That one kind of goes over my head a little bit. Oh, we didn't kill the Mangler. Oh, God. Dying. Alright, this is not going great. So, well then. I guess I have to use High Dive. This is why I didn't want to do a 3-star. I was scared of this. We've had horrible, horrible rounds. Am I gonna have to start doing callouts here? I might be. Dormammu. Yeah, Dormammu I've kind of bargained. Okay, yeah. I know it through meme sake alone. Yeah. Also, the biggest challenge in Corporate Clash Blindfolded isn't figuring out what gag to use or anything like that. It's the AFK pop-up. Spending more than 3 turns not doing anything makes you walk into being AFK. So trying to click a gag before then is pretty much required. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm max. That was a horrible turn. I'm gonna have to just do a restock. This, like, did nobody even use a remote on that last one or something? Like, I had completely not seen what had happened. I was too busy having fun with Cheth, and I'm, like, not paying attention to what is going on here. We have one. Oh, God. Just not do it, whatever. He's 56. He's slow burned. Is that in range? Hang on, let me check. 59. He's like in range by 3. I'm gonna just have him clicked, just in case. Okay, we can end it next phase. I would have rather we didn't do 3 defensive phases here, but it is what it is. He's fine. And it missed him too. He's all good. I have more healing. I'm gonna drop the healing on this guy. What did I just say a second ago? There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Praise, dude. Okay, I got the 10. Fantastic, dude. Is this why people are having trouble in field offices? Because of this? Because of what's going on right there, dude? If I make a new tune on corporate, it's gonna be a deer named Fonster Energy. It's so good, dude. That's so good. Oh, we might die. Or some of them might die. I don't have unites right now. This is gonna be rough. Do I have Unite yet? I don't have Unite yet, yeah? Well, if y'all don't unite, y'all might die, so that's all, you know? I've done what I can here. Okay. So I'm going to throw a healing remote down right away. Yep, that's a dead person. This is what happens. These are the things that happen. Okay, I'm throwing on that one. He's gonna do that. The telemarketer might get buffed to high hell, but whatever. Oh, that's rough. Okay. This is the pain that we're living right now. I have never been run this much before, but when you have people that don't do the right thing, this is what happens. Like, we could have had all of them healing and nobody would have had to die, but, you know. Okay, at least Flippy does real good stuff. Some of you may die, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Yeah, I've had so many people complain to me about how hard field offices are, and that they've never been able to beat one. I can see why that might be happening. Now, this is a 2-star. This isn't like a hard field office. It's just people have not done the right things. So, you know, it makes it a little bit harder. Okay, so he's dead. We still have a healing on the Mingler. The Hollywood's gonna be dead next time. I think I just have to poke the telemarketer because he's gonna be 12. He's gonna be 12, dude. I've already used like 2 of my big damages too. He has healing dot on him. Yikes. Please. Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna do this. Poke him, because I have to. Cool, cool, alright. That's a thing that happened. That's pretty neat, alright. This is why people die in field offices. What is this? Out of curiosity, have any of you played City of Heroes? I've heard of City of Heroes. I have not personally played it. Also, god darn, I've never seen this boss. I've been to him a couple times, but it's rare that I see it played like this. Okay, so they're both gone. I don't think that's enough to kill him. We have a telemarketer there. I'm just at this point blowing every 7 I have that deals damage, I think. How close is he? I don't trust that. I'm just gonna do this. I don't trust anything. I'm just sending it, dude. And we're done. Is this the big bad? It's currently the hardest boss in the game. Not this particular version. There's a harder version of him, but if you don't play it correctly, everyone will die, and that's what happened here. We had one person die, another person DC, probably because he thought we were going to die. I wasn't gonna leave no matter what happened. I knew I wasn't about to die, dude, but it was a little bit rough. I'm honestly glad I wasn't paying attention for some of that, because it would have given me the big sad, I think. All right. My God, I've used all my resources on that. On like a 2-star, dude. All right. I had a group just not use sound. Like, we got sound at the start of FO and no one used it through the whole FO. And when we got to the end, someone talked about not needing as much healing, even though it was needed for Boiler. Base disconnect. Yeah, the man's like, oh, we're dead, dude. Literally next turn, we just kill the Boiler. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I've seen so many people in TTR complain about how hard field offices is. If that's like the echelon of players that you can expect, maybe. Maybe it is hard, dude, you know? Like, I don't know what else to do, man. I'm like, they never listened to me even from the start where I was like, hey, y'all can just like fruit this guy. That was the first sign right there. Not saying I'm like the know-it-all, but like, you know. If I'm like a 100 laugh and a 139 tells me something, I'm probably gonna do it because he probably knows what he's talking about. That's just me though. So I should have known from that it wasn't gonna go well because when we really needed that healing remote on everybody, the man first pulls out a damage remote and then like healing. No, actually, I think he did end up damage remoting. I think he damage remoted the same guy that the other guy healing remoted. And then it was just that was it, dog. There's no coming back from that one. Like. My man's was on like 6 HP and he dies, you know? Like that's just how it be sometimes. Never give up, never surrender. Yeah, I mean, I've literally seen, this was before the remotes got changed, mind you, but I've literally seen a man's solo a 3-star. Granted, he had like loud and clears. Actually, no, he did loud and clearless, that's right. Yeah, no, a man soloed a 3-star. Like, you can do it. You know, it is possible, so I was like, I'll just solo the rest of this if I have to. I have enough stuff. I was just in a weird predicament because I used a Unite to give throwback, so I didn't have anything to heal, and I guess nobody else either had Unites or wanted to use them to save a guy, so you just died. You know? Big sad on that one. Alright. Well, you know, that was the break. Time to go back to buildings. 2 faces, yikes. Alright, that's what we're doing. Yep, back to building slaving out here, dude. That's where I'm at now. Hey, you missed my dumb joke? Oh, did I? I'm so sorry. Oh, I totally messed my bed. Hey, what would you name an all-horse soap opera? What would you name it? Hit me with it. It's called the pro gamer move. What are you, some kind of noob? In my bed, dude. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm crazy. That's on me. Natives. Oh God, you're gonna fit right in, dude. Dumb jokes sustain me as a person. I love it. I'm slowly convinced that TTR is going to be adding in a harder boil or a different fight because of the fact that the task force task line is complete. It should not take 3+ months to add in task lines that consist of do 5 boiler fights. Something sussy. Oh no, 100%, dude. I've been saying basically since the SFO came out, I think that the update is going to be 4 and 5 stars, for a number of reasons. Like A, you need harder boilers and things like that, but also B, if you look on the bulletin boards in the, actually, I'll just go right now. I'm gonna go to prove my point right now of why I think it's gonna be 4 and 5 stars, right? And I just want you to just look at this. You can make your own decision, right? I'm not saying nothing. I just want to point out some very simple UI things, so to speak, right? So I walk in the HQ, right? And they have a nice little board set up of you could see all the things. Now, you tell me, right? You tell me. I'm gonna get real close so you can really see it, right? Does that or does that not look like you can fit in at least, right? At least 1 extra star to the left of it. I would say 2. But you can fit at least 1 extra star in there, right? For just the board that displays the stars of field offices, all right? Case in point 2, if I open my handy dandy book, right, and I flip over to my gags, go over here to rewards, isn't it a bit odd how, you know, if there was just 3 remotes, why have it so big? Why have it in a big setup like this? Because, like, there's 1 here, 2 here, and then 3 stars right in the middle. Almost like you could put a 4 and a 5 star right next to it, but hey, I'm just saying, dude. You know, that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, it's just it certainly seems like that's what they're gonna do. I don't know though, but that's what it looks like to me. On top of the fact there was a sleuth task for 18+ cogs, which would fit for a tier 4 or 5 boiler fight. Well, that too. I mean, with that though, if we're going off of how the cogs like scale for that would still need to be, need to be leveled once, because it's like 3 stars, 14s or 15s or something. So if you go up 1 more each, that's 16, 17 at the top tier. So I think that still needs to be leveled up, but you could use that too. Like, I definitely think they're just gonna make harder ones. And they haven't appeared in Toontown Central yet or Donald Ducks, so we know that they're gonna be coming in there as well. Oh, these guys 8s. I could do 8s. That's fine, honestly. So I'm just saying, I think that's what's happening. Can't confirm, but you know. The board is a direction of how hard you want to be pounded. The more stars, the less amount of lube. Oh, God. Bro, they gotta save room for the Wabot field offices. Let's go. Yeah, the way I think it's gonna be is they could realistically have, like... I need to count the streets again, but, like, depending on how many field offices they have, they can fit everything if they want to do that. I wanted to make a joke about velocity, but it escaped me. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, but I'm so excited. I don't know when the update is coming out. I think ideally I would want it to come out before I start Clash, but there hasn't really been any words on that happening, so it could be another 3 months for all I know. This is TTR after all. The update is good, but it took a little while. Like, Clash is like, they're like, the Clash devs are like chugging Monster Energy over there, getting these updates out, like huge, massive updates as quickly as they can. TTR staff they're a little bit more normal. They're working on stuff. It's like at a slow rate though, and it'll come out when it comes out, you know. That being said though, it seemed like they were mostly done with everything. So I'm surprised it's still taking as long as it is to come out, unless they're just kind of sitting on it, you know, just like waiting for the right opportunity to bring it out, or like waiting until everything's really died down for field offices, or maybe they reached like a certain percentage of people that got the sleuth badge. I don't know exactly what they're waiting for, but I would imagine it's probably done, if not like they're ironing out maybe a couple things with it, you know. What starts with a W and has 3 letters but ends with T? What? Alright, I'll try to stop. Once I get on the puns, I can't get off. It's a debilitating addiction. You know, I had to go to therapy for this, dude. 910 is 100. Yeah, I'll just do that. Read it slowly. No, here's No, okay, no, that doesn't work though. No, it's 4 letters though, dude. I thought that's what it was happening, but it's 4 letters. It's what starts with a W and has 4 letters but ends with T. That, you know? Oversee Heroes, it was around, generally speaking, when Toontown was at. Basically, you make your own comic book hero. I have heard of that one before. Actually, yeah. You can't say that here. Oh my god, dude. I want to be done with these building tasks, please. I'm not ending until I get my last sleuth stamp. But why? Why did it have to be kill like 1,000,000 cogs in buildings, dude? 1,000,000 cellbots in buildings. This is the only invasion going on right now. And Two-Faces are actually... What has been my luck, dude? I mean, Name Droppers was where I had I guess the chance to do more things, but I had to fight Gladhanders, whose max level is 8, but they can do 20 damage in a single target because they're really good at single target. And now I'm fighting Two-Faces, who are also really good at single target. You've gotten me. You've defeated me, Mr. Pie Man. I concede. I concede. Get out. You've bested me in this battle of wits, sir. I'm not happy about it, but you did. It's all ogre now. There's no coming back from this one for me, dude. Gonna retire. I thought I had it. I thought I had it too. And then I thought you messed up because I was like, that totally works with just saying what. But if you put like 4 letters, nah, dude. I've simply been out-intelligenced. Cheers to you, friend. God, I am really thirsty today. Oh, they go up to level 10. Oh, that's even better, dude. Pain. Pain. Do I want to save cakes, or do I want to just send all of these boys? Let me see what comes out of the elevator. Maybe nothing, honestly. I killed 1. 2 should come out, probably. If they're 8s, I'm just gonna sound it. Maybe I can just spend all my cakes. I'll keep 1. I'll keep 1 just in case. Because sometimes the elevator likes to troll you. I thought he was trying to get you to say wet, which Toontown considers forbidden. I thought it was what, but it like, it had to be 4 letters, and I was like, I had it wrong. No, I'll just send it. It's a level 7. This doesn't really matter anymore. My wife left me because of my gambling addiction, but I know I can win her back. Is this where we're at now, fellas? Oh, God. I'll just take the hit. I'll just take the hit. Keep going. The jokes are the only thing that's gonna keep me sane through this, dude. I'm not gonna have the willpower to do all these cog buildings. After this, I think I'm gonna have to still get like 48 drops. And they're random drops too. It's high chance, mind you. But they're still random. And I can't deal with it. I was ready for anything too when I started. I was like, yo, no matter how many field offices I gotta do, no matter how many bosses I gotta do, dog, I'll do it all. I want this sleuth stamp. And they just hit me with the cool 88 drops from cogs and buildings. 41 of 88. I gotta do 43 more. Please. The pain. The pain is too great. My wife and I have decided we don't want children. We plan on telling them after supper. Oh, that's great, dude. I used to have a lot of... I used to know a repertoire of dark jokes. Like, I used to be really into dark jokes. I don't think... I can think of a couple of them. I don't know if I'd want to repeat them on stream. I also had another kind of... All the jokes that I know I shouldn't say on stream. That's where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to think of anything else, and I cannot. 6:30 is the best time on a clock, hands down. Oh, keep going, dude. It sustains me. Your power only fuels me. I need a heal, though. That was at least nice. I didn't have to use my doodle. But why is there no other Cellbot invasions? Am I gonna have to summon one after this Two-Face? Dude, please don't make me do it, Toontown. I've been a good boy. I just want my sleuth stamp, okay? You don't have to hurt me in this way. Hello, Harmony. How are you doing on this lovely day? Oh god, there's like nothing. They're on the roofs. I know they are. Oh, there's one at the pond. Let's go. Okay. And right back to the burr. Only halfway done, eh? Cries in building cogs. That's where I'm at right now, dude. It's soloing buildings is a nightmare when I have to get like 88 random drops from cogs. Granted, I would be done if I didn't take the field office break, but I wanted the field office break. Cause just something in between the buildings, dude. Oh, am I really about to do this 5-star? It's 2 faces, though. Oh, this is gonna be a really bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways, I think. I was like out of resources after the other one, though. If I do this, it's gonna cost me resources, but I think I do it anyways. All right. Send me, dude. This is not a good idea. I can tell you some dark jokes, but you gotta turn the lights off. Okay. Okay, alright. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Give the man a poison fish, and you feed him for the rest of his life. That's just big brain right there. That's just big brain thinking. It's level 9, I can't even trapdoor you. Ugh. Don't eat my clouds, please. I've worked hard for these clouds. I'm actually out of throwy nights as well, too. Pain. Hey, fun fact for all you Toontown people out there, not related to the jokes that are keeping me sane, but like, I've maxed my Cashbot suit, and I've done tons of Cashbot since I've maxed. I have not gotten, not a single gag up sound in my entire life. That's the only thing I've never gotten. I've gotten more gag up alls than I've gotten gag up sounds. Just say none. How do you not get a gag up sound after doing a boss like 100 times, dude? What? It's not great for field offices, which, I mean, I guess is nice, because if it was, then I'd be double sad, but like, how in the world have I not even gotten even a single one, dude? But a single sound unites to the pauper that works in the pits all day. All I want is just a little bit of sound. I'm gonna use this big magnet. I gotta save my dollar bills, yo. Fun fact, before the crowbar was invented, crows simply drank it home. God damn it. That was so dumb. It's so dumb, but I wasn't expecting it. Oh. I'm not sure if you're liking these or not. A classic, dude. Certified hood classic. Oh, here we go again, I guess, dude. I'll just pretend like I'm doing trap training out here. Really, I need to just train everything. I've lost, like, all of my 7s after that field office. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, look at this. Oh, it's disgusting. I have to get tune-up again, dude. You know how obnoxious it is to train your tune-up back up? I just found out I'm colorblind. It completely came out of the purple. These are really dumb, dude. These are really dumb, but I love them. Oh, I have no energy left though. These buildings. I was so into it, like having a good conversation with the field office, focusing on the field office. It's just the buildings just sap my energy though, dude. I guess I should probably be checking if there are groups doing like invasion buildings, because that will speed it up as opposed to me walking in a 5-story two-face building and just doing my best, you know? I can use one goggle. Don't miss though. Okay. Just gonna cloud you. If nothing comes out of that elevator, I can top off my HP and then kill the 7. CF 72. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna eat 2 attacks like this, but what can you do, you know? At least they're not hitting me with, like, the horrible ones. Buildings are lame. Hit them with your streamer charms. Dude, it's the buildings just completely sap me. I don't know why. I have fun during, like, bosses, even if it's, like, CEO, which takes, like, an hour or something, you know? But just soloing buildings just sucks. He's 50, 8972. That kills. Koalas aren't actual bears because they don't meet the qualifications. Yep, that one I knew where that was going immediately, dude. I'm just out here thinking about Clash, honestly. That's what's keeping me going. I'm thinking about OCLO. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I gotta do it, dude. I gotta break out my favorite theme. Okay. Toontown is gonna go silent for a second. And we're gonna listen to some big bops out here, fellas. Best one right here. Best one right here, dude. Case Manager Litigator. This theme hits so hard, dude. I love it. Like, it kind of starts out, you know, a little bit more on the mellow side, just going through. You got those, like, charms ringing in your ears. And then it picks up right here, then we're going, dude, and then we're actually in it right here. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, grab him. Just break out Guilt and Resentment, please. That theme isn't even Clash anymore, but dude, legitimately, it's funny that you actually mentioned that. I was on... I do a lot of, like, D&D stuff on the side, right? I'm really into Dungeons & Dragons. Like, I'm currently not running the campaign that I'm normally running. We're on, like, a break, but I've been running a campaign for nearly, like, 2 years at this point now. And one of the, like, I usually listen to, like, one song while I'm, like, writing or getting ready for my, for my next section of my campaign. I had a Guilt and Resentment phase, dude, where it was just nothing but that song for, like, the entire day that I'm working on, like, a D&D thing. Oh, I'll bring it out, though. Hang on. Because Guilt and Resentment, like, it doesn't even sound like a Toontown theme. It's so good, dude. Like, this does not, if you heard this completely out of the blue, you would not think this is a Toontown theme. Like, it's just so ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, no, like, when I'm, like, writing for D&D or making, like, a bunch of homebrew stuff, I had, for a good, I think, week or two, maybe, it was just guilt and resentment the entire time while I'm writing. That's all it was. And I would just sit here just bobbing to it, dude. This theme, I feel, was the start that Clash was something more than just another private server. Yeah, Clash has really, I think, cemented itself as, like, they're going above and beyond what you would think a Toontown server would be. They have essentially taken the base of what Toontown was and created an entirely, like, it's a whole another game, you know? It's on another level. It really is. It's extremely impressive. Like, I think it was, the big thing was just like, man, this really was, I think, the turning point where it's just like, Clash is more than what it is, you know? It's so good. All the, I don't know how they do it, but like, everything Clash puts out has just been, it just gets better and better and better over time with every single update, dude. Like, one of my ideas I had if I had absolutely any skill in any form of game developing at all, was I would love to make, effectively, mechanically wise, a Toontown clone. Maybe not in terms of, like, theme and things like that, but in terms of, like, actual raw mechanics, because I love turn-based games. And I love the idea of an MMO-type cooperative turn-based game. Like, just that idea in my head, it's just such a good idea that, like, nobody does. And I feel like it could definitely be, like, widely successful. Like, you could have a free-to-play model of it with, like, cosmetics and other things. Like, I even thought about the cosmetics and stuff that you could sell on the side to actually make money for the game, dude. Like, I put a lot of thought into it because genuinely, I think it is just a good idea. But I would love to see, like, the Clash team. I don't know, well, the problem with that is if the Clash team worked on something that wasn't Clash, then, you know, Clash would cease to exist. So I guess, maybe not the Clash team, but I would just like to see a game like that, you know? Like a proper game, like, not even necessarily AAA, because if you keep the game to the scale of what Toontown is, it's not going to be like one of those multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar MMOs to make. Because you can properly scale it so that it's not this insanely huge project that MMOs usually are, you know? You can actually make it manageable for a small team to do it because you keep things confined. Like, you have, like, small little hub worlds and small little, like, paths or whatever connecting place to place. Like, it's manageable to do as like a small scale MMO, you know, that like pretty much like even smaller teams could do without the insane funding that MMOs usually need to make. I feel like we'll be hearing guilt and resentment again soon in Clash 2 because of the hinted storyline that has been happening in the background of every update. That's good to hear. This theme needs to come out again. I've only ever got to truly play D&D once. I played a rogue and the very first thing I did was steal a hat from the first enemy we came across. Oh, that's great. D&D is really good. The problem with it is you have to have a good group. The thing with everyone runs D&D different. It's a different game for everybody that plays it. It's really important to establish what your game is and what your players' expectations are right at the beginning. That's what session 0 is, basically. It's establishing all of that stuff, like any new rules you're going to be using, your expectations, the player expectations, what kind of game you're going to be running. Like, a lot of people tend to skip it because they think we could just be playing D&D instead of doing this, but it's a very important thing to do. And the big thing with that is getting a group where you kind of all have the same idea about what you want the game to be and how you want to play it, you know? It's very rare that you actually ever get a group that, like, perfectly matches with you. But when it happens, dude, it's so nice. It's like, I actually had pretty good luck because I usually end up being the DM for my D&D games. So I get to have the fun time of basically, I put out messages on like the forums or like wherever I'm going to recruit people. I have to look over people's applications. It's like applying for a job, but you have to do it like that because I need to know about like who I'm getting. And I look over all the applications. I pick the ones that seem like they would be a fit to the group. Then I have to interview them and talk to them and see what they're like person to person, you know, like what I can kind of glean about them and figure out, okay, is this the kind of person that I want in my group? But when all of those things come together and all of those things work and you get a good group for D&D, my God, you cannot stop, dude. It is an addiction that you can never quit. You sign a blood contract with all of your other players and then y'all just play D&D for years and years and years and years, and that's kind of how it goes. I don't regret a thing. I've spent, I couldn't even tell you how much time both making D&D content, DMing, playing D&D, but it is absolutely worth it because I love every second of it, and I couldn't imagine myself stopping unless I was like, literally, I didn't have the time to play. That's the only way I could see myself not playing D&D. Every update has been hinting at something in the future due to a few throwaway things in Clash. If you know what happens to the character that had this theme tied to them in the 1.1 trailer, then it's clear why it isn't in the game. I am not. Here's, like I said, I listen to a lot of the themes and stuff in Clash, but I don't know a lot of the things behind that, you know? Also, really quick, I have to summon an invasion. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Quiet District. Like Whoosh Rapids is quiet. I think when you summon an invasion, does it go in your district? I'll have to see. Despite my inexperience, I've been trying my hand at a homebrew subclass of Warlock. It needs some tweaks. I've ran it by some other of my DM friends. I'd love to run the notes that I have by you as well if you ever have the time. Oh, dude, are we talking D&D now? You don't want to get me started on D&D, Bunny. I'm warning you. This is a path you're not going to be able to come back from because once you get me on a D&D, that's where my mind is. I'm a very single-minded kind of guy. Send that to me. I would love to see it, dude. Because I do so much homebrew stuff myself. I made an entire other class for 5th edition with 7 archetypes. The only thing that's really left to do is I have to test it out and just tweak it as I go. Believe me, when it comes to D&D homebrew stuff, I get crazy with it, dude. I would absolutely love to see it, though. Yeah, totally send that to me. We'll do mover shakers. Okay. There we go. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I gotta wait for it to appear on Toon HQ, but I'm gonna go do this because the Two-Face didn't have enough time for me to do another building. And mover shakers aren't like the worst. They're like at least not solely single target. 45 minutes on it. We'll see how long that lasts once we actually get going. Okay, let's go. You won't know things basically unless you read the comics on the website or watch the trailers from 1.run/read up on some of the past updates. Since I think there isn't anything in the game currently about it, though they are starting a podcast about specific characters. I didn't watch the podcast, but I did see like the notification pop up for it. Yeah, no, I have to verse myself on Clash lore once I actually get around to that point. I mean, it was only recently that I kind of started catching up with rewritten lore, which, by the way, rewritten lore is crazy, dude. Like, I have an idea for a video for my YouTube channel where I take my friend who's not really into Toontown and doesn't know anything about Toontown and just sit him down and read him the lore to Toontown, because I think that would be hilarious. I'm talking like rewritten lore, because rewritten lore is crazy, dude. Like, I just wanted to see, I would want to see his reaction to it. It'd be crazy. Okay, the one major thing that I have to note ahead of time is that I'm aware of how absurd Wish is. I was made clear of it. The only reason it's still on the table I'm about to send you is because I haven't thought of a suitable replacement. Okay, I'll remember that going into it. Like, I mean, if you want me to, I could review it either on stream, like after I finish this building, or off stream if you don't want that, like, information stream. However you want to do it. But yeah, I love looking at homebrew stuff for classes, because that's a really fun thing to balance around. And I think as a DM, understanding, like, balance to the game is, like, probably the most important thing, you know? Like, mechanically, in my opinion, right? A DM should basically be pretty well versed in nearly all the rules. You might have to do lookups for like certain spells or things like that, but you should pretty much know how everything works. So knowing how to balance things is a pretty important skill for like every DM to have. So I kind of pride myself on like, I learned pretty quickly, I think, how to balance. Like, my first session that I ran something, I had played one session before, and I was just making characters to get the hang of it and understand how that works. And the session that really taught me how to balance things in D&D was, I made this huge sprawling dungeon where the adventure, or not the adventure, the idea was, you start in the dungeon, group of people, and you have to traverse the whole dungeon. I thought it would take a session. It took 4 to 5 sessions because that's how D&D works. And it was basically just like puzzles, riddles, tons of battles, and that taught me so much about how to balance things properly in D&D. So it was after that I was like, I got really confident. I'm like, okay, I think I know how to do this stuff. And then not too long afterwards, I started doing my own, like, adventures, started doing my own campaign where I put, like, I run Storm King's Thunder, but it is an extremely botched, crazy version of Storm King's Thunder with a lot of my own stuff in there, because I love adding things to, like, something to make it my own and to also make it just more interesting for both me and my players. So I have tons of fun with, like, making homebrew stuff and, like, looking over all the numbers and seeing how everything plays, you know? Go for it. I'm always excited to share stuff. It's why I stream. Sick. Okay, after this building, we're going on a D&D quest, fellas. Because I am curious to see what you have there. Because I've made exactly one Warlock archetype thus far, which I think it's probably good to go, but we'll see. I remember being in a call with my friend who doesn't really care for Toontown and talking to him about the Clash of Lore, about a specific character, and they were questioning if we were still talking about Toontown. Oh yeah, dude, like, you don't understand. I can't wait to hit my friend with. So in the TTR lore, oh god, I forget what their name is though. But there's like one scientist that basically got split after like the timeline thing happened, and then there was 2 of them, and it was the same person. In one area. I totally forget what their name is. But I like that character's story where they basically go on to help with making like the silly meter, and eventually like they feel like they're basically like breaking apart the timelines, or they're breaking apart or something, and then they go on top of the factory and kill themselves. Like, are we still talking about Toontown, dude? Like, that's crazy, dude. Or even like, oh my god, or even Slappy, dude, where Slappy, like in the old universe, was basically taken by the cogs and then discarded when he was no longer useful. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's the Toontown rewritten war. Yeah, those folks crazy, man. I love this stuff. It's so good. I was told my idea has some really good bones, but I need to refine the verb. I don't know how to say that word. Which is fair since it never got to play. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out and tell you what I think. Fission tints. Yeah, that's who it was. It was the fission tints. Like literally, they were causing problems in the universe because there was 2 of them in that one universe because they got split. And so they're like, we've done all we can here. We've helped you fix the silly machine. Our time has come, we need to go. And then they go to top of factory and they kill themselves with the foreman. Like, that is, dog, that's crazy. Like, I don't care. You think about Toontown, it's like, oh, this is a little kid's game. Yeah, so we had these 2 scientists that committed suicide because they were breaking apart the universes. I'm sorry, what? Like, you know, it's so, like, out of this world, ridiculous. I love it so much, man. I love it so much. My favorite themes from Clash is guilt and resentment and corporate consolidation. I don't think I've heard corporate consolidation. If it's not in the game anymore, I'll listen to it. If it is in the game, I'm gonna hold off on it. So I'll let you be the judge on that one. It's a Warlock subclass that revolves around gambling. Well, that's gonna be fun. I mean, Warlock is a charisma class, you know. Oh, fun fact, I don't know if you knew this, buddy. Did you know that in 5th edition, Warlock was originally designed to be an intelligence caster? I forget why they changed it, but that's what it was gonna be. It was supposed to be an intelligence caster, then they ended up changing it at some point. Okay. God, so much more to go. Okay, I'm gonna go back. All right, let me see this now. All right. Oh, it's the Discord text. I gotta get it in a form that looks a little bit better. All right. Okay. So wait, what's the second one? Whoa. Okay, I gotta look at that. That might be a table for something. All right. We're gonna take a look at this right now. 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. Okay. I'm just gonna head back home.